I'm Jimbo Slice,
And I'm James
and we are live
on Twitch and Rumble.
Friday nights, 9 p.m. Check us out.
Let's get it.
Hey,
Hey.
we're live. We're live. Uh, R.I.P. Tony Bennett. That intro is for you. Godspeed. Godspeed. You guys. James goes. I don't know who Tony Bennett is. I'm like, you know, you've heard of him. You go to a wedding like during the dinner portion. Usually they're playing like a Tony Bennett song. They're playing like old school Italian type songs. Short stuff. Thank you for the bits. Happy Friday. Thank you, short stuff. I appreciate it. We're back, and I'm in studio, not in a power. Here, I'll just. There you
Oh,
go.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I do not need to run a show by myself. I just found out last show that me running a show by myself is the biggest L in the world.
Well, if something happens to me right now, short stuff, you're in. I'm pitching the ball to short stuff. That's the fill in for the week.
What's up,
Hey,
George?
what's going on, George? How are you? Welcome. We got our Rumble stream back going on. I've got power this stream. No
James
tornadoes.
is drinking whiskey this stream.
What seems to be the officer problem?
Hey, thank you for the follow, Zozo. Appreciate it. Welcome. Jimmy G, welcome. How you doing, Jimmy G? There you go. Short stuff said that she's in for if you need a substitute if something happens this stream.
Good deal. Good deal. I'm glad to be back. Like, I'm drinking. Like, this is great. Like, I feel like this is going to be our stream. Like, we've been off the last 4 shows.
We have. Zozo is typing from Hungary. Jeez, that's a long way away. Welcome. Thank you for tuning into us. We appreciate it. Thank you for spreading the word.
I'm kind of full.
Oh, stop. It's not that hungry. Hungary's a country. Wait, wrong way. Slap him.
How dare you?
Alrighty.
We got whiskey going on over here.
We got Whiskey James. He's back.
So I got some cool stuff going on today during this stream. I actually found these. I'm going to give these a try.
They're spicy.
And then I haven't tried them yet. Have you tried them?
No, it says spicy sweet chili, and I said they're spicy.
So we're going to give those a try. And then also, I went to Little Caesars today and picked up a can of pineapple Pepsi. So I'm going to give this a try and see how it tastes. We'll do that in a little bit.
Speaking of Pepsi, have you ever tried their peach Pepsi?
Don't think I have.
It's pretty good. But I like peach, though.
Jim Cribbers said, no thanks, I'll pass on that one. That's why I'm going to try it for you guys. So if I don't like it, then you don't have to get it. I'm going to try it. But if I like it, maybe you're like, maybe I'll try it.
Do the beard thing again. All right. Short stuff said they have flavored Pepsi.
Do you remember the Pepsi? It was like Pepsi Blue back in like the early 2000s.
And then Crystal Pepsi.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
So,
they did have Pepsi Blue. There's wild cherry Pepsi. I think there's a vanilla Pepsi. No, that's vanilla Coke.
There's a vanilla Pepsi.
Okay.
There is.
And then there's peach Pepsi, which is really good. I've actually tried that. I can vouch for that. But the calories on that sucker is really high.
What are the calories on this one? So this one, serving size is 1 can, which is 16 ounces. So it's a little more than a 12-ounce can. The calories on here is 200. I'll full screen myself if you're interested in some of the facts.
I did try that Nitro Pepsi. I didn't I don't know. I think Medic was the one that told me to try it, and I just didn't feel. I think if I had like a regular Pepsi and like a Nitro Pepsi next to me and tried it, maybe it might. But I don't know. I didn't notice the difference.
We got West Antarctica checking in. What's summer like?
Hot,
Hot.
extremely hot, outrageously hot. It's been triple digits for the last 3 weeks here in Texas.
Okay, I'm not very good at like centigrade to Fahrenheit, but 100.
You mean Celsius?
Fair to Celsius. Did I say centigrade?
Yeah, you
I
said
made
centigrade.
up
Yeah.
stuff. So 100 degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to 37.77 degrees Celsius,
Jesus Christ.
and that's where it is by this guy right here.
Yeah, it's 100 degrees. It's been 100 degrees, and then like at 9 or 10 p.m., it gets down to like 85. It's still hot.
And today it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is 26.6 Celsius. So it was comfortable. It wasn't too hot today. A little windy. All right, let's do our favorite segment.
Just want to say that I transitioned that and was ready for it this time.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, I was ready. I was ready.
Yeah. I'll go first, and on either Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday night or Wednesday night, I set up a campaign for the first time here on Twitch. If you are on Twitch and you like on my page, the Jimbo Slice, what is my page? Twitch.tv/Jimbo Slice Chicago. At the bottom, instead of it saying subscribe, it says donate. So if you click that little link, it'll take you to a donation page that goes towards the Code Green campaign, which is a campaign, like a service. Basically what they do is they provide mental health towards the first responders and EMT workers and healthcare workers and anybody on the front lines that need medical or mental health checkups. They can call the phone number. They can talk to somebody. It really is for a good cause. It was brought on to us by our good friend, our moderator, Medic. So appreciate that, Medic, for bringing that to our attention. And I also set up a website. It's donate.jimbojamesshow.com. Donate.jimbojamesshow.com. That will also take you. So if you're watching on Rumble, it's donate.jimbojamesshow.com. But yeah, that's my something good. I got $5 off it already, so let's go. Tell me something good. We can set your page up too if you want, James. It's not that hard to set up.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. I want to. What did you say yours was for?
The Code Green campaign.
And what is that? Can you give like a little bit more detail?
So they provide education and mental health services, somebody to talk to for firefighters, EMT workers, nurses, frontline workers, police officers.
Oh, okay.
If they're having a shitty day at work, they saw something at work that's bothering them. Maybe their spouse is bothering them or something. They can call the Code Green campaign, and
I'd be calling every day. This fucking spouse.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Yeah,
It's a good program.
James wasn't listening. Yeah, you know what, James, you would not be a good call taker for the Code Green campaign.
Yeah,
you would not be. So I'm working on basically. I'm gonna get that campaign set up for next month. That's when we can go live with it. I've got some voiceover and some different things I'm working on and stuff. So some behind the scenes stuff. And if you guys want to also do it yourself, Scuba McGruber's doing this on his page as well. But it's called the
nice.
CodeGreenCampaign.com.
Code Green. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Showing Medic our mod some love. That's my something good.
So I actually have two something goods this week. The first something good is your power is on, and I'm not
Hey,
having to do this show by my fucking self.
hey, there we go.
The other something good is I quit my part-time job, so James is going to start streaming Fortnite again.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Yeah, I quit my part-time job Monday, and I've been kind of just taking like the week to kind of just settle in to not work the second job and relax and like catch up on laundry and kind of just chill and like sit back and just, relax or whatever. But I am going to start streaming again. I don't think it's going to be the same 7 o'clock or whatever. I haven't really decided. I thought about doing it at night, like 9 to 11 or something, just doing a night stream.
I mean, that's what you did last time, wasn't it?
That was what I did when I started out in the beginning.
Yeah. And
So-
that schedule actually worked for me because that's like when Kelsey goes to bed.
Yeah.
so
So
I
that's-
could log in and watch you.
So that's probably when I'll end up going back streaming again, as at 9 or whatever.
I got a question for you. When you
Okay, what is
quit, did you do this right here?
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
He just threw it at him. No, I just didn't show up. I played the, no call, no show, and just didn't go.
Job abandonment.
Job abandonment. They called me.
You're cool. Fuck you.
They left a
I'm out.
voicemail and was like, "Hey, are you coming in? Hey, are you coming in?" And I was like,
You know what? I have an idea. Can we call your old boss and I can do like a
This is the county jail. You have an inmate number 432. Collect call. Do you accept the charges?
and then they'll be like, yes. And then you can be like, hey man, sorry man. I got caught for stealing a car or something. I don't know.
that would be fucking hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Blitzen, play the horn if that's readily available. Blitzen with the raid. What's up, Blitzen? Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, fucking Blitzen.
Blitzen, you just missed how James quit his side job.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
The burger at the end gets me every time. So that means you're going to be streaming some Fortnite again.
Yes, I'm going to be back streaming Fortnite again. We're going to get back on the grind, try to build up the Discord. I just, I quit on Monday. I wanted to take time to relax or whatever, but I am going to be back. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to grow the community again. We're going to get fucking Blitzen to, what's it called? Not partner. What's the other thing? Affiliate. We're going to get
hell
Blitzen
yeah.
to
You know,
affiliate.
I thought Blitzen was Blitzen. You're not.
No,
All right, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there.
Get you there. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get the hustle. We got Scoober to affiliate, so we're gonna get Blitzen to affiliate. Make sure everybody drop him a follow.
There you go, right there. Drop that link a follow.
Um,
Both chats.
So yeah, so we're gonna be back on the grind. So be on the lookout for that. So I kind of want to talk about what Jim said. So I kind of want to start bringing in sports more into the show.
Okay.
Jim said, I heard the Washington Commanders wow, I can't read today. I heard that the Washington Commanders deal was done. Deal over $6 billion.
$0.5 billion. Jesus.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if the Washington Commanders change their team nickname again in a couple years. Magic Johnson is the minority owners.
I
So,
didn't know that. Cool.
Yes, so I actually have a little image that I actually plan on talking about this. Bam. Dan Snyder
out.
officially out. And I
He
saw
gone.
that. So I saw that Magic Johnson was okay with changing the name. So if the Commanders changed their name, what team name would you guys be okay with?
The Senators, they're a hockey team. Can't do that. The Washington Lobbyists, because
Have
lobbyists
you
really are who run Washington D.C.
have you ever seen that movie, The Replacements, with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, of course.
The Washington Sentinels. I think that would be perfect, but I don't know if
It's probably copyrited or something.
yeah, I was wondering if if it's not copyrighted, that would probably be a good fucking team name
Jimbo's
for.
a dick. And James, welcome to You're a Dick Club.
Welcome to our fearless leader, Jimmy H. What's going on? Welcome. Holding down that dick club.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Sentinels would be a good. I mean, I wish they'd go back to the Redskins, or I mean, there's no Indians football team.
They're
They
not
could
going to
be
go.
the
They're not going to go
Indians.
back to the Redskins. They're
I
not.
know they're not. I still call them Redskins. Like when I talk to my brother Scouts, I still call them the Skins. It's just a habit. I don't like the Commanders. I don't know. Go back to the Washington football team.
Let's go at the bottom of the screen. We're going to be talking about Jason Aldean's video coming up. We want to know how you feel about it. Call 833-666-7977. We're going to play them later. I'm going to let that scroll. So people, we're going to talk about it later, but we want your phone calls.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm actually going to show my Facebook later on some of the comments because I actually shared our post on my personal Facebook page about that song. So I'm going to basically talk about what they said as well.
Back to sport. I just want to sprinkle that in there a little bit. Keep that number scrolling on the bottom of the screen. But back to the whole sports side of things, and it may not be they may change their name. I mean, it's like the third name change for them in like 5 years. If I were a fan, I'd be pissed. What are you buying all these shirts? Yeah, we're the Commanders. Now you got to throw them away now.
They need to refund them. I think there's like a jersey policy or whatever. I think I was telling my brother about this. Like if you buy like a jersey and they get traded within a year, they give you like a replacement jersey or whatever.
But you got to have the receipt from like a day that you were smashed drunk while you're at the stadium.
I could see my dad doing that.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that. I actually talked to your dad yesterday. He called me.
Oh my God. He called me today too. But what did he call you about?
So he called me up. Of course, the public probably already knows this already, but he drives a Corvette that he absolutely adores. Gigi Quinn, what's going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. So he's driving around and I guess he needs a vehicle inspection that the dealer does every year in his state. Our state does not require that. We do other things for that. But anyway, he couldn't get in till next month, but he needed it this month. And I'm thinking in my head, like, why'd you wait so long to call?
Because my dad's an idiot.
And then he's, I hope he comes in the chat. Come on, Shy Sox 98. Come on into the chat. So then he calls me and goes, hey, they fucked up my brake job last time. They did this. I'm pissed. The old GM, my buddy, left. I don't know who to talk to. Here's a tip for anybody listening. If you're unhappy with the service department, never go to the general manager of a store. Go to the service director or service manager. They don't want it getting above their head. That means they're not doing their job. So they're going to do everything in the world to make you happy. So your dad calls, gave me the dealer name, typed it in. Go see Michael. I don't know if that's his name. I made that up. Go see Michael. He's the service director for that store. He'll help you. About an hour later, your dad calls me back, goes, he's getting my car in Saturday. He's getting my girlfriend's car in on Monday. I got his cell phone number. He's a really cool dude. He runs this store and the Cadillac store and everything else. I go, see, I told you. It's just who you talk to and who you know. So that's my little tip for you guys is
networking.
Before you bitch a storm, go onto their website, find a LinkedIn profile, something that connects them to that dealer, and the service director is the title that you're looking for. A fixed ops director.
Okay.
My little tip for you guys.
Yeah, he called me today and he was like, "You know your grandmother reads books, right?" I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm thinking about getting her a Kindle."
Nope. She's got an iPad.
Oh, well then she could just download
Yeah.
just
The Kindle reader.
yeah. She could just
Yeah, I just programmed the iPad last week. Last Friday,
Oh.
before we went on our show, I was over there before all the tornadoes freaking wreaked
She could
havoc in
just
my
buy
area.
she could just buy books from the app then, the books
Yeah.
app.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll have to tell my dad next time I talk to him then. My dad's an idiot.
Yep. And the iPad's the bigger screen one.
Yeah, not that
So
little
it's easier to read.
Yeah, not that little 10-inch Kindle or whatever it is.
The Wang Dang Doodle.
Yeah, the Wang Dang Doodle. We need to get a sound for the Wang Dang Doodle. We got to get a sound.
I'll put that up to Scuba to find the sound for Wang Dang Doodle.
Yeah, Wang Dang Doodle.
Coming live from the 630 is the Jimbo and James Show.
Think I should try this?
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
All
I want
right,
to hear.
let's
I want to hear
see.
the crack. I want to hear the
All
crack.
right, all right. Here we go. Again, this is the pineapple. If you just tuned in, it's the pineapple Pepsi exclusively at Little Caesars because I went there for lunch and got the special. I did not get pineapple pizza. They did not have it. Here's the crack. I'm gonna rank that like crack like
Weak.
a 7 out of 10.
That was so
maybe like
weak.
a 5
That
out
was
of
a
10.
4.
All right, here's the smell test. Okay. It actually just smells like a can of pineapples. I don't really smell the Pepsi.
Does it say natural flavors on the bottom of that can?
Flavored with other natural flavors.
Okay.
Other. So I'm going to pour it into a cup. I have a cup right here.
I hope you have that cold, by the way.
It is.
Oh, it's fizzy too. Let's see it. Let's see it. By the way, I agree with Jimmy H. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza. Even though you're the president of the dick, I agree with you, big dog. Pineapple does not belong on a pizza. Oh, we had to try it twice.
Kelsey's trying it. I mean, it's not bad, but would I drink this just... Imagine
Welcome
you're drinking
back,
this with a
Azook.
pizza.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad?
All right.
You're right. I wouldn't drink it all the time, but it's good.
out of 10.
I mean, it's like an 8.
Ooh, an 8.
We got an
Okay.
eight. We got an
We
eight.
got
We
an
got an
8.
I mean, it's kind of like.
I mean...
Oh, it's equivalent of cherry coke.
Yeah, it's kind of like
just
cherry Coke.
very
Yeah,
nice
it's kind of like cherry Coke.
It's not too much pineapple.
Hawaiian
So-
pizza every day. I love it.
Like that
So-
was Little Caesars.
Fanta
That's where I got it
Fanta has like a pineapple
Want to
soda.
finish it? You can take it.
No, sorry. It's not bad though. It's very
Have you ever had like that pineapple soda from Fanta or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say
This reminds me of that.
okay, just with the cola vibe?
Actually, it tastes better out of the glass than it does in the can.
Okay.
It's too fizzy coming out of the can. When you put it in the remember all that fizz that popped up? Like here, I just poured a little more into the glass. All that fizz. It tastes better in the glass.
I wonder
I'm
how it would taste with some whiskey. I'm kind of
Oh,
intrigued.
babe, do we have any whiskey? No, we don't.
Ah.
I have some rum.
Yeah, mix it with some rum,
Like
like
rum and
Captain
Coke.
Morgan.
I think I have some. Time out. Hold, please. Give
All
me
right.
give me a second to try to find some. What do we got topic wise that we can talk about while I'm looking for? Oh wait, she's getting it for me. Never mind.
Oh, coming in clutch.
I'm only gonna try a little bit though.
Yeah. Put a little drinkle. Short stuff says hot stuff.
Captain
or
what?
hot stuff. Short
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
says hot sauce doesn't go on pizza, but pineapple goes well. You do have Captain Morgan. Look at that. Whiskey and Mountain Dew is good, Scoober says. I've never tried that.
I think that'd be pretty good.
Do you want to try it? Okay.
Before I walk.
Well, when you come back.
I don't need to.
When you come back, she goes, I'm going for a walk. I don't need to be drunk on my walk.
Yeah, I agree.
You stop.
See, I don't have a drink mixer, but I do right here.
Wow, really? A screwdriver?
It's a screwdriver. That's a drink.
Home improvement right here. It's because you used a fucking screwdriver. You probably got some rust in there. Make sure you guys clip that. Jimbo drinking a screwdriver. Oh, that's hilarious.
He had to go spit it in the or in the sink.
What'd you say? No, I'm not like a hard alcohol drinker, and oh man,
Put quite a bit in there for not.
I put too much in there is what happened. Like it just hit me.
Well, it sounded
Guys,
like you put,
we gotta
like,
end the
2
stream. I'm
shots in
drunk.
there.
Okay, it's really not.
I'm
that
drunk
bad.
now. What'd you say, babe?
It's not like a turbo drink.
She said it's not that bad with rum. Again, I'm not a
Okay.
rum.
Malibu would taste better with a pineapple.
Oh, Malibu, yeah. Malibu would taste better because it's pineapple.
Yeah, that would. You know what? We're gonna have to do that when I get there.
We're gonna have to go to Little Caesars and get these cans.
We'll pick up pizza too.
There you go.
Pineapple
All right, bye,
pizza.
babe. Holy cow! It wasn't the screwdriver that made me do that. That was the
I
fact
know,
that
I know.
poured too much.
It's like a kick in the face on Saturday night with a steel toe Kodiak work boot.
Oh. Okay. Did somebody clip that?
I hope they did.
Here, easy for me to find later when I edit because we're 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got going on today?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That was
I was
just
not-
like out of the
I was-
ordinary.
All right. Let's clear my palate.
Yeah. Clear your palate. I'm gonna hit
actually
a transition right quick.
All right. So I actually like Jack Links. I'm gonna mute my microphone while I open this because it's gonna be really loud.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Ooh, that smells good. If you're wondering about calories, one serving is 1 ounce. It's 80 calories per serving, and then per the whole container, it's 210.
Usually beef jerky is very low in calorie and high protein. That's the one thing I like about beef jerky, unless there's a shitload of sugar in it, which that may have a little bit of sugar in it because it's sweet and spicy.
Total sugars for the whole package, 20 grams.
Yeah, it's kind of high.
But that's the whole. Well, I mean, that again.
For
I was just gonna ask.
240 calories.
I was literally just gonna ask like who eats a whole bag, but I'm thinking when I go on a road trip, I eat a whole bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
It smells spicy.
Have you ever tried the Sweet Baby Ray's beef
Yes,
jerky?
I like it.
Amazing.
I like it.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Smells really good. It just tastes like beef jerky right now. I'm waiting for like a kick in the balls.
Kick in the face.
It's got the aftertaste. There's the aftertaste. Okay. So, do you remember when we had the Doritos the red dip?
Yes.
It kind of gives like that kind of vibe to it on the aftertaste.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's like it's like smoked cuz it's beef jerky.
Yeah.
I actually like this. I'm giving this one a 9. I'll buy this again.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to buy this again.
Would you buy the Pepsi again?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I think I would buy it with and actually eat it with the pizza.
Okay.
I should have left a slice of pizza and ate them together, but
Yeah.
I got hungry and ate the whole pizza. It's not bad.
Alrighty. Twins just beat the White Sox 9-4.
Yeah, whatever.
Grandpa's gonna be pissed.
All right. As I'm chewing on this piece of, you know what? I'm just gonna eat this the whole show. I really like this.
Okay. If it's that good, go ahead. So, do you remember the Island Boys? You know, the guys
Island Boys.
Yeah, with the Cheeto hair and all that.
Those guys got to be a joke.
Yeah. Well, you know they made a lot of money, you know, off TikTok and all that jazz. They went viral and famous for this video.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just island boy. I'm just island boy. I'ma get key white grind. You're gonna keep that.
So, did you know these guys are fucking gay?
and incest, from what you say.
Yeah, they're fucking flaming homos. Like,
well, I know one of them got in trouble because he was banging the other one's girl.
Yeah, and then I think the other one went to jail for, I guess, like, beating his girlfriend up or whatever.
Right. Yep.
But anyways, this went viral. I gotta show this. What the fuck is that?
Are they brothers?
Yeah, they're fucking brothers. Why would you be fucking kissing each other, dude? What the fuck?
Okay, I know we talked about this on a previous stream of like, do you kiss your siblings? And yeah, bye sis, kiss them kind of like a goodbye fashion and leave, you know? But that's like
that's gay.
Give me more. Azook, what's up, Azook? Live on Twitch. Welcome.
Yo, that is the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. And if we get canceled for saying that that's gay, that's
fine.
Literally gay.
Fine.
I mean, I'll accept.
Goodbye, internet.
Yeah,
it's been nice
goodbye.
knowing you.
Yeah, peace, love, dope. But no, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that with your brother, dude? Like, seriously. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. I was like, what the fuck is going on around here? Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
Boy, speaking of brothers, my brother-in-law now follows us on YouTube.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
He was in my office today getting an oil change, and we were talking about doing shows and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, I do one with, you know, cousin James and blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, how do I find you? Well, that's easy. On YouTube, just type Jimbo and James. He's like, you're the first one to pop up. That's why I chose that name, by the way.
Perfect.
So he clicked it, he followed us, and now I think we have like 1.2K followers or something on there.
Awesome.
So, yeah, make sure you guys hit the. I don't have a links button. Do you have a links button?
Yeah, I do. Type
Click
in
that
exclamation point links. Oh, button. I disconnect my Wang Dang Doodle. I disconnected it because I wasn't streaming or whatever. But there you go. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Follow us on YouTube and all the other ones.
Yeah,
especially
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord.
All right, what else you got? I know you were searching the internet high and low for brothers kissing for like 6 hours after
that's
watching
that's
that.
the only thing I thought about
Oh
was
my
brothers
God.
fucking kissing. So
I
we're
figured.
gonna talk about North Korea threatens with the nuke. So here's the clip.
This morning, nuclear tensions between the U.S. and North Korea escalating as the U.S. shows its military support for South Korea. The North blasting the U.S. for, quote, reckless military moves after this U.S. nuclear-armed ballistic submarine docked in the Korean peninsula. North Korea's defense minister threatening possible nuclear retaliation.
Rhetoric like that, it's incredibly dangerous. We're not there to instigate.
This is the first time in 4 decades an American nuclear submarine has docked in South Korea. ABC's Martha Raddatz boarding the USS Kentucky for an exclusive look.
This is where the missiles would be launched from.
Yes. The Kentucky is capable of carrying up to 20 nuclear-tipped ballistic missiles, each of them carrying up to a dozen nuclear warheads. The U.S. military says it's a reflection of American security commitments to South Korea as it fights back against North Korean aggression.
Are you worried about the possibility it could backfire?
I am very confident in our own nuclear deterrence.
The nuclear submarine is more than 200 miles south of the DMZ, or the Demilitarized Zone, the border that divides South and North Korea. This is where the Pentagon says 23-year-old American soldier Travis King intentionally crossed over into North Korea this week without authorization. Since King was taken into custody, U.S. officials say they've been unable to reach North Korean authorities to secure his release.
We want to bring him home. We don't know his condition. We don't know where he's being held. We don't know the status of his health.
She looks like a man
as for
to
the
me, by the way.
warnings from North Korea, the Pentagon says the U.S. is committed to peace and security in the Korean Peninsula and that the threats only deepen the U.S. cooperation with.
Oh, shit. We're back.
He's sitting there chewing on beef jerky.
Shit. My bad.
Yo, god damn.
Sorry.
Are you worried about Korea?
I'm worried about the fact that they're using. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't think that video was that short. I thought I had another like 2 minutes left on the video. I'm more worried about the fact that like they're using nuclear weapons, and that's something that scares the living piss out of me, as it should everybody else.
I don't think. Not to get political. I mean, I tried to leave like Joe Biden and Trump out of this show. Like, I kind of wanted to do a show without like the presidents, but I'm worried that if like nuclear warfare happens, that Joe Biden doesn't take it seriously.
Right, and then leaves us with our pants down or something.
Yeah,
because we're not prepared.
I think that's my concern when it comes to something like that. You know, do I feel like different presidents would do different things? Obviously, yeah, but with Joe Biden, I don't feel like he would take, the situation seriously.
Right.
What's up, Feeney?
Feeney, what's going on? Welcome. Yeah, I think it scares me the fact that this member, defected to the DMZ zone. DMZ zone, Z stands for zone. So over to the DMZ area, and I mean that's against protocol. That's against. I mean, he should be charged with treason. He should be charged with war crimes. He should be charged with terrorism. He should be charged with anything that they can get to stick, because it's the DMZ for a reason.
I wonder if they're going to be able to get that soldier back.
He's probably going to go to Guantanamo Bay or something.
Well, remember, he's in Korea.
Okay, then he wouldn't be in Guantanamo Bay. He would be.
They're trying to. I guess he like sneaked over there or whatever. So they're trying to get him back, and they can't reach out to Korea. Did you pay attention to the clip?
I was eating the freaking
So now it roles are reversed when it comes to
God damn, this is good.
I like this comment from Jim. He says Biden is 80 freaking years old. He needs to get out of office, period. I agree. I feel like, and this is on both sides, politicians should not be in office that freaking long.
So do you think there should be an age limit on the president?
There should be an age limit, and there should also be term limits on House and Senate positions.
Yep. As far as age limit, right now it's 35. What should the top end be?
I think they should bump it up to 40 to be eligible, and I think 70 after 70.
I would say 75.
Okay, I'll do 75, but
you can't be like if it's 2024 64 and you're gonna be 76 in that year, you can't run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to end it there.
Yeah. I agree. And if you are close to that age, there should be some sort of like. The problem that I have is that there's going to be biased people, but kind of like with the background checks with guns, I feel like there should be some sort of like check to see if you're not senile, but then there would be some biased people checking to see if you're senile and lying.
Oh, yeah.
So really, I think an age would probably be a better suggestion.
Thank you, Short Stuff, for the bits.
Yeah, shout out to you, Short Stuff.
Trump will get him out of NK. What's NK? When he becomes president again. NK. I don't know what that stands for.
I don't either. I think Trump is 77 years old. Yeah, I mean, if you're over the age of 75, I don't think you should run. People like Biden, Trump, and Bernie Sanders, they're too old to run.
Right. Hey, Big Ed Smith with the resub. Thank you very much, Big Ed Smith. Welcome.
Shout out to you, Big Ed.
Welcome.
I was
give Ed a follow.
I was able to catch one of his streams. He was doing the little DJ thing a week ago, a couple weeks ago.
He's on all the time now.
Yeah.
I've been watching him. My light didn't turn on after that. The one right above my face.
Huh.
Damn it.
You'll have to fix that.
I'll just crank it up right now. I wanted to talk about a little bit of crime that happened here in Chicago because this one is alarming. I kind of hope Medic was here, but he'll probably catch the YouTube video or something, or I'll clip it for him. This happened in Chicago, probably not far from Big Ed Smith's house because everything is close to Big Ed Smith's house.
Jesus Christ.
A gunman
Poor
shot
Big
up
Ed.
a ambulance with somebody in it because he was too impatient to wait.
Oh,
So
no.
here you go.
Hey, Mark and Val, good morning. Chicago police say a 34-year-old man is in custody this morning after he allegedly shot up that Chicago Fire Department ambulance just after 9:30 last night. Now, police say the shooting was all over some sort of traffic dispute on the 2600 block of North Hamlin in Logan Square. CPD says the man got out of his car and yelled at the ambulance to get out of the way when he pulls out a handgun and starts shooting. He allegedly fired at the rear doors of the ambulance before hopping back in his car and speeding off. A witness who did not want to show his face on camera describes the moments leading up to the gunfire.
Bangs on the window and can't get in. Starts yelling at the neighbor back and forth. Gets in his car, reverses, and starts
Jimbo, are those your shoes?
shooting maybe 6 times. Yeah, he did
That's
shoot at
me
the
on
ambulance.
camera.
Bullets
Just
landed in
kidding.
the
No,
back
those are
door.
not my shoes.
We saw them.
I do own a pair of Crocs, though.
CPD says they later pulled over a car matching the description of the gunman's car and arrested the driver. They say they recovered a gun on the scene. Now, fortunately, no one was hurt here as Area 5 detectives continue to investigate this morning.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
How scary is that?
Fucking scary.
You're calling an ambulance because you're having any sort of medical injury, or this guy's heart. His deal was, he felt weird, so he called the ambulance. Gets in the ambulance, and because he was blocking the street, the ambulance was blocking the street. Which, am I wrong to say that? Stop giving me bits. We're talking to each other over here. The hell?
I'm donating to the Wayne Dane Doodle.
That doesn't. You have to. There's a special spot for it. That doesn't go towards
I thought the bits did
no,
too.
The instead of a sub button, it now says donate.
Oh, okay. You see, I thought I was helping Code Green or Blue.
We gotta. I gotta figure this out. This is my first one. My first donation stream.
Oh, okay.
So we'll figure it out. The kinks are still getting worked out. But can you imagine that, though? I mean, those poor people just involved.
Yep, just eating beef jerky and wearing Crocs. Those poor people.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Big Ed Smith said that's typical.
Yeah, welcome to Chicago.
Yeah.
Eat a hot dog
to the west
and
side.
Yeah, eat a hot dog and get your Italian beef and get shot at.
I do own a pair of Crocs, but they are different than the ones on the screen. They have like insulation in them, so they're like slippers.
I'm sorry, but if you wear Crocs, I'm gonna make fun of you.
I don't wear them outside the house, but I did wear them when we streamed last week. I had them on.
It doesn't surprise me.
I
Men
had
aren't supposed
jeans and Crocs on
Okay,
yesterday, but the power was out.
What color are your Crocs?
Black.
Okay. I'll give you a semi-pass.
These are like house shoes. Do you want me to go get them to show you?
No,
'Cause I will.
no, because it will be even worse.
Making fun of me.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what's bad? You know what color my dad's Crocs are?
Red, white, and blue.
No,
Camo.
purple.
Oh.
My dad has fucking purple Crocs. Gay.
Jim Griffith's making fun of me, saying he thinks his 12-year-old cousin has a pair of Crocs. Short Stuff said to go get them. One day I'll tell you what happened. A software salesman who took us to the Bulls game and then dropped me off at home. Okay, I'll tune into your channel for that story, Big Ed Smith. Definitely. Tyler, what's up, Tyler?
Welcome back.
All right, so
Go get your Crocs.
fine, I'll go get the damn. And then now you get to see what my sleeping pants arrangement is for the day too.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Oh, they're not even over here. They're not even over here.
Keep in mind, Jimbo is my cousin on my dad's side. Are these Barbie pajamas?
Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, they're Barbie. Shout out to the new Barbie movie. See, they're like house shoes. Like you wear them.
All right.
Like I wear them to go down to the laundry machine. You know.
All right.
I don't wear them outside or anything. Are those Barbie pajamas? No, they are Simpsons pajamas.
Are you gonna go see the new Barbie movie, Jimbo?
I'm pausing to answer that because I have a girlfriend that wants to go see it.
Oh my God!
I would
You are
honestly
fake
go.
news.
I'd rather go see. What's that other movie that just came out today about the atomic bombs? Oppenheimer, Oppen something.
Yeah.
I'd rather go see that one. I guess there is a pop-up Barbie diner in Chicago at Racine and Harrison.
Are you gonna go?
No.
Oh, okay. You should. You know
Oppenheimer,
what?
That's it.
You should go to the diner and then go see the movie.
Double date, a double
feature.
Yeah, double feature. And then I can go to the Barbie store, the Mattel store in Schaumburg.
Yeah, buy you a little doll and bring Ken with you and get the Corvette, the pink Corvette.
Call your dad, borrow his Corvette.
Yeah. Well, speaking of movies, I went and saw a movie last weekend with Jennifer Lawrence. It's her new movie that just came out. It's what's that movie called?
Well, you look that up. There's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie coming out next month. I have a question.
I thought of the movie, by the way.
Okay.
So it's called No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. So there's one scene in the movie. I'd love to show it on the show, but we'd get canceled, so I can't show the clip. But she's naked on a beach, and she's like dating this guy. I kind of won't give too much details if you guys want to see the movie. Well, anyways, they go skinny dipping out in the beach, and these innocent bystanders take their clothes, and Jennifer Lawrence comes out of the beach naked and beats the fuck out of these people and gets her clothes back. It's a really good movie, but that scene is fucking hilarious. Scene's fucking hilarious. But
So-
good movie. Worth the watch. I think there'll be a second part to that movie.
Big Ed Smith, all he heard was naked on a beach. I'm watching it. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes out next month. A Mayhem movie. Question. Growing up in the 90s, as you and I did.
Okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was huge.
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 That and the Power Rangers.
So, do you remember what pizza chain they ordered from all the time?
Domino's.
Thank you. Thank you. It was always Domino's, correct?
Yes.
Because now it's not. Now I'm going to share my screen. Guess who their sponsor is now? You know, I feel like fast forward 30 years later, now it's Pizza Hut.
What?
Yeah, like
it's always
I don't
been
know.
Domino's.
It's
always been Domino's.
It's always been Domino's.
Where's sound? I don't have it ready.
Exactly. Scuba Gruber. I don't make the rules. I only live by them.
I don't report the news. I don't support the news.
I don't make
just
the
report
news.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chain relationship with TMT dates back to the first period of Turtlemania when it was spent more than $20 million on promotional effort, including the album, tourism, pizza. Oh, so maybe this is a Mandela effect.
Domino's, dude. I guarantee.
I swear it was Domino's.
Domino's.
Too.
I immediately said Domino's right away.
Yeah, and my sisters did too, and I did too. I'm gonna have to look that up if that's
Mandela. It's like the Bernstein Bears or the Bearstein Bears or whatever.
Tyler says that he goes to sleep before I go live.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, that's it's a conspiracy, is Scoober.
Yeah.
I think it's a conspiracy at this point.
I agree.
I'm so confused.
Carson
now.
with the fortune cookie. By the
Thank
way,
you.
I haven't redeemed mine yet. Thanks
did
for
mine.
reminding me.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes until we're gonna do intermission, but this intermission I've got to set up a little bit.
So my topic is going to take longer than 5 minutes. So I guess
What topic is that?
About the Adam 22 thing.
If you want to do it now, we can wait on the other thing.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait until after intermission. We'll do the what's his name, Jason Aldean, and then we'll do the Adam 22 thing at the end.
So I gotta set up our intermission song. I'm gonna play the song for those of you like Jim Griffith that have not seen it. We want to hear from you though. Type in the chat, call the phone number, we'll play it. We want to know what you think about the Jason Aldean song. It's called Try That in a Small Town. And is it racist? Is it talking about lynching? Is it the internet is going crazy over this thing.
It's going nuts. Like this song has went viral. They were on The View. It's on Fox News. It's on CNN, MSNBC.
I know one of your videos you had me upload here. They're called Download and Download 1. Do any of those kind of set up what's happening at all?
I think a couple of my friends sent me those clips, so I really don't know. I haven't really watched it. I was kind of trying to save it for like my raw emotion.
Okay. I was just wondering if they set up the video, you know what I mean? Like to kind of, so I can play them and then play the video.
Idea. Well, I figured you'd play the video during the intermission, and then we'd kind of talk about it, and then we would play the clips.
Okay. So backstory is that this song is being called racist, it's called Marxist, it's being called all of that. It was canceled from CMTV or what is it? CTV?
CMT.
Country Music. CMT.
Television.
It was canceled from that station. It it's been canceled from a lot of radio stations as well. And right now, the song as it sits is #1 country station or country song on the charts. And the YouTube video currently has about 10 million views in about 7 days.
I was actually one of those viewers about 2 hours ago. My wife and I watched it.
You and your wife. You
Yeah,
and
we
your
watched.
wife.
Yeah, we watched it together, and I sat with her. I was like, hey, have you? Because my wife listens to country. She's a big country music listener.
Blitzen, it is called Try That in a Small Town. I'm going to play it here in a couple minutes. There's no such thing as racism, Big Ed Smith says. I'm interested in that thought.
Yeah.
I
So
love the expansion of that right there.
So my wife and I watched it about a couple hours ago because my wife really likes country music and she hasn't heard the song yet. So like I kind of really wanted to hear her opinions before, going into the show. So I watched it myself and I listened to what she thought, and then so I kind of have like an idea of what I think before going into
And we talked about
again.
it at work a lot too. And our voicemail is always open. We want to hear what your thoughts are about the song. Of course, there's our phone number, 833-666-7977. We have one caller in there now that I'm going to play after. He gives some really good breakdown and a different analysis of what he thought. So I'll play that for you guys. That's pretty cool.
Really, please call. Like, I really want to hear your guys' opinion. Please call that number, leave a voicemail, and just say however you feel. I mean,
if you guys are watching this on YouTube or on Spotify as well, that number is open. Or Rumble. That phone number is open 24/7, and we'll play it on the next show, the follow-up show. We can always have a follow-up segment of it as well. So without further ado, we'll be right back, guys. Grab a drink, listen to the song, check this video out. This is called Try That in a Small Town by Jason Aldean.
Hey, you fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James Show, Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
So that's the song that everybody's talking about. Everybody is all going crazy for and stuff like that. I'll explain what it means to me, and I know everybody has their own different things.
Before you explain what it meant to you, I just want to say the beat and not the words, the actual
his
beat
voice
and his voice, not listen to words, but the actual rhythm and melody and all that. It sounds like a really good, it sounds like a good rock song. Not listening to lyrics or anything like that, or the music video or anything like that. Just listening to the beat, listening to the guitar and the drums and everything like that. It's got a good rhythm to it. It sounds good.
So I know this song is very a touchy subject right now. I don't think his intentions to that song have anything to do with politics. He put the politics in that song because he showed the riots of 2020, which was all, as you guys know, BlackRock funded, but we'll get on that on a different episode. To me, that song is, if you try to fuck up in my town, no matter what it is, carjacking, stealing anything, rioting, in my small town, we don't stand for that. We police for our own. We're farmers. We take care of our own. This is small town, rural America. That's what I get out of that song is small towns are just built different.
I'm really surprised that you said that because you kind of live in a big area. Because that's kind of the vibe that I got. I live in a much smaller area, and
well, I go to middle of nowhere Wisconsin for vacation and stuff. I see how these
You've
people
got
work.
mail.
I see we were getting voicemails coming in, guys. Call 833-666-7977. We'll talk about it. I've got some comments here from like Big Ed Smith we're going to talk about as well. But I go to these small towns. I'm going to one next Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Mhm.
I'm going to a town with a population of, I think, 24 during the winter and like 300 during the summer.
Yeah.
It's a very small town.
Yeah, like where my mother lives, she lives in a very small town, and it's farmland. It's very, what is it, rural is what would be the word.
Yeah.
So like people wouldn't stand for that. Like if you're gonna destroy like the grocery store of what grocery store they had, all the people would come together and probably kill those people or, run them out of town. They wouldn't deal with that. So that's kind of how I got the idea from it. Like, the community wouldn't stand for carjackings or thieves or, committing crimes or anything like that. So that's what I got out of it. I know, like, I've seen different political agendas from, different other people that say, like, there's a big thing. I saw, like, a lot of people say, like, the building that he's standing behind was, like, there was lynching there or something to do with racism
I
or
didn't
something
see.
like
I didn't
that.
see any of that in that video. All I saw
didn't
is
either, but
all I saw is the riots of 2020.
Yes.
People burning the flag. Which, you know what? I don't even know if those riots were even from the 2020 riots.
The
They
other
just were
thing
just
is,
showing them.
did you notice that if it was, because at first I thought maybe it might be like Black Lives Matter or Antifa type stuff, but
Right.
if you noticed in the videos, a lot of those people were white.
Correct.
So
And another Black Lives Matter topic is, so Black Lives Matter was funded by BlackRock, and BlackRock owns CMT and a bunch of radio stations.
okay.
So there's
Yeah, I
your
know.
connection.
I know.
There's your
I know.
connection.
BlackRock owns a lot of. I think BlackRock and Vanguard owns like majority of the companies in the United States.
Fuck, they probably own our streaming platform right here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
We're getting canceled.
It's all
We're
right.
fucking getting canceled.
It's all right. We'll go to Rumble. We won't get
There you
canceled
go.
there.
There we go. All right, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good.
But either way, like, if you're offended by the music video, like, that's your right to be offended. Like,
Absolutely.
over on our side of the spectrum, like, we support your opinion. Like, if you're offended by it, that's fine. We welcome it. I'm not going to get butthurt.
What do you think about this comment right here?
This
video's
video
been
is
brought to you by the Re-Election Group.
I
don't think it does.
I don't think
that
it does
he's trying
either.
To say like this is my town and like we take care of each other. It's kind of like, okay, so I live in this neighborhood. Okay, there's probably like I don't know, 200 houses, and we all take care of each other in this neighborhood. If I see like somebody's package by the mailbox, I'll bring it up to their driveway. You know what I mean? Like we all take care of each other around this neighborhood.
That's how it
kind
is.
of like what this song is saying.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. Like, when we had that bad snowstorm in Texas when the power went out, my neighbor has a truck, and I was like, "Hey, can you go to the store for me and get like a pack of
Neighborly
smokes?"
love. Neighborly
when
love.
I used to smoke and like some bread and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, sure." And I gave him $20 just in gas to go get it. He was
Right.
like, "No, keep it." I was like, "No, dude, you're going out of your way for me. I appreciate it." It's like a sense of like community and like, appreciation for your neighbor and stuff. I don't know.
That's the vibe I got from that video.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's what I got.
I'm gonna play these two voicemails. The first one is from the 281 area code. I'm gonna play that now.
See, Jason Aldean's song "Try This in a Small Town" is exactly what people need to hear. It goes against all the lies and the fake narratives that the liberal news media and the radical left tries to push. For instance, they said it was about lynching and about anti-Black Lives Matter. And in fact, if you listen to the lyrics, it has nothing about that. And I mean, if you ask me, like spitting on a police officer or punching an old lady or robbing your liquor store, those are all bad things. Those are all crimes. Those are all against the law.
I agree.
But the thing is, the counterculture and the radical left and many of the Democrats think that those are essentially good things, that you should spit in a cop's face and you should rob and steal and assault. So it's kind of funny nowadays that you think about, you know, how things have changed, and you're like, yeah, I would never stand for something so wrong, but there's a whole part of America that thinks that that's okay. And if you listen to songs by Cardi B who talk about the most vulgar stuff, or any other, you know, rapper, they have the most vulgar music and the most vulgar lyrics about crime and
Yeah, they
assault
never
and
blocked
stealing.
wet ass pussy.
And nothing's said about it, and they're not taken off the air, and they're played like crazy. But then you have something that's pro-America, pro-flag, pro-protection of the flag, pro-protection of property, anti-assault. It's somehow different. So there's a double standard here. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Bye.
So I will say that I don't feel like the Democrats are pushing for people to spit on cops. I disagree with that. I think what I took from that is I don't think Democrats are pushing for people to break the law. I disagree with that.
But they're in my opinion, I wouldn't say the Democratic Party, but I would say the far left radicals.
I still don't think
Okay.
they're pushing people to break the law. No,
I wouldn't say that they're pushing people to break the law, but they're pushing for sides divided.
Well, I
they're
think
looking for that division.
I think both political parties want the division.
The far right and the far left. I'm
Yes.
talking far right, far left. Absolutely.
Yeah, they want division.
Then you got realists like you and I, who just want everybody to get along. I don't care. In my mind, if the president of the United States, you know, I voted Republican this term. If the president of the United States was a Democrat, but you know what? Knew what the fuck he was doing, I'm going to vote for him. He's running my country. You know, it's like the captain of the ship, okay? Or the captain of the airplane. Do I want somebody that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing to go and wants to divide the plane in two? Or do I want somebody that wants to unite the plane and land the plane safely on the tarmac?
You want them to land the plane safely on the tarmac?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And one thing that I've noticed between like Republicans and Democrats, like Republicans, I feel like Republicans will somewhat support a liberal president, whereas liberals won't support a Republican president.
I've gotten that vibe, especially this year,
because
for the first about year of Biden's campaign or presidency. After that first year, all that was out the window.
Why would you support someone trying to fail? That's your country.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you want them to be successful? I would.
Exactly.
I don't like Biden. I didn't vote for Biden, but I want him to be successful in our country. Like I want our country to be successful.
You know.
Why would I
have
want
the most,
failure? I don't
piece
expect
of
it.
Shit. You could have the most piece of shit person sitting in that chair, but the economy's up. We're not at wartime. We're all making more money than we don't know what to do with. He's running this country like a top. I don't care who's sitting behind that seat because it fits what I have envisioned. Big Ed says he disagrees with you, James.
You mean Scoober?
Oh, sorry, wrong chatter. I was looking at that and looking at this, but the spirit of the left is definitely anti-law and order. They hide their political agenda. Yeah, well, they have a nice cloak to hide behind. It's called BlackRock.
I guess
they're all puppets. They're all puppets.
My expectation is like you do good, you expect good things, and I try to see the good in people. Do I think the left is pushing for anti-law and order? I don't. But are they? Maybe. But I guess I don't see it. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm just choosing a blind eye to it. Like
Choosing a blind eye, as we all are.
yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's a good talking point. I mean, I don't know. I really think I really do see the good in people, and I
Right.
think that's probably my downfall.
So here's a message from the 773 Chicago. You can guess who this is from. Big Ed Smith.
All right, how are you? This is Big Ed Smith, and I love the video. I love the music because I am a musician. Great music. But let me explain. It is just more misunderstanding because they're talking about what happens in a small town. When you live in a city, and the thing is, he said they take care of their own. We would love to take care of our own. But what happens is when you call the police and you complain to someone, the police goes to that person and says, hey, Mr.
Cut off. Cut off.
Oh man, he was about ready to make to his point too.
Oh crap!
God damn.
That's why in the comment section he said, "Sorry, I must have been winded." Not enough time to. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to extend that like cutoff time in the software to
Damn.
I think I have it set to like 30 seconds or something, or 15. I'll just have to extend that to like a minute and a half or something. Yeah, okay. So what happens when you call the cops? What do they say?
Yeah, what do they say, Big Ed Smith? Mr. Smoke Good, welcome in, buddy.
Cheers, Mr. Smoke Good. Man, speaking of Mr. Smoke Good, I was feeling it last Friday after our show. I got a story about that. We'll talk about that after we find out what Big Ed Smith was talking about.
I was so ready. I was ready for him to go in. Like I was like pumped for it. I was like, yeah, come on.
They tell the criminal. Oh yeah, okay. This is true. So you call the cops in a big city. They go and tell the criminals like, hey, this person called the cops on you, and now you got retaliation. Thus, more retaliation towards each other.
Really? They do that in the city?
Yeah, there's nothing real anonymous about it.
Why in the fuck would you do that?
They have nothing to lose. They have
That
nothing to
is
lose.
fucking stupid. That is the worst thing. Why would you tell the people? Chicago is fucking idiots.
Big cities. Big cities.
Well,
not just Chicago. Big
Dallas,
cities.
Houston, Austin, they're fucking idiots.
So
we gotta get Big Ed on here. If he's available, send him a link if he is. If not, it's fine. I'd like to have him explain. I'd like to if he's available. If not, it's fine.
I could send you the link on Twitch, Messenger.
If you're available, Big Ed.
Only white cops work. Yeah, only the white cops do work in Chicago's west and south sides. That is true.
So I just want to say, I feel like when he was making that song, I think he was making it to the people in the suburbs. I don't think he was making that song for the people in the cities.
He was making that song towards people in rural towns under like 20,000 people.
Yes.
Big Ed, I sent you the link on Messenger, on Twitch Messenger, or DM, whatever you want to call that thing.
Yeah, whatever. He can figure it out.
The wang
dang doodle. But I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good song. I thought it was a good song. I mean, like, you know, the imagery that you saw in the background with the rioting and stuff, they were all white people. So that's why I didn't understand how, like, you could bring up racism, but I guess the building in the background with the lynching and stuff, I guess.
It's the BLM movement that was behind the 2020 riots. Because when you think about 2020 and the BLM riots, what do you think? Racism?
No, I think of a program that was funded by the Democrats to, well, that's what I think of, but I mean, that's just me, but
I got you.
But the other thing that I can understand why African Americans could feel some sort of way, didn't Jason Aldean dress up as blackface?
I'm gonna bring Big Ed Smith. Well, welcome, Big Ed Smith. Welcome back to the show. Thank you.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Muted, possibly. Go into settings down at the bottom, and then look for audio.
And then
take
change
a look
your
at
mic.
your mic settings over there. Can't hear you yet.
1 second.
Technical
All right.
difficulties. He can hear us though.
Good.
So we're halfway there.
We're halfway there.
Nope.
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 Try. I'm trying to think of what
It
setting.
would help if I, had the mic.
There we go.
There he is.
It's always something stupid, right?
Let me, real quick. I don't want to be long-winded, but see.
No, be long-winded. We want to hear it.
Okay. I was raised on the west side of Chicago, the hood, right? Do you see how I speak to you right now? There's a lot of people that speak just like this, but you'll never see them because, first of all, you'll see the ones they put on the news that can't conjugate a verb. Number one. Number two, as far as the crime goes, as soon as you call the police, and it's happened to me firsthand, I'm going to work like I did every day.
Were you the caller or were you the?
I was going to work.
Okay.
Detective car pulls up. Right? He says, "Hey, come here." I'm dressed. I worked downtown at the time. I'm going to work. He says, "Come here." He says, "Who's this guy right here? You know this guy right here?" I said, "No." Which is a trick they use to throw you off. They ask you two questions, one to throw you off, and then they really ask you the question they want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So then he says, "Whose van is this?" And I said, "Oh, right here, the guy on the third floor here." Right?
Yeah.
To find out that the neighbor across the street robbed a currency exchange. Okay. Went to the currency exchange owner's house, took him to the currency exchange, made him open it up, and he robbed the place. Then he came back to his place and moved. When he moved, he used the neighbor's van next door.
Shit.
And the neighbor
shit.
and the neighbor had just gotten out of prison. So he was cleaning his life up and had no idea what this guy was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what happened is I get a knock on my door at like 11 o'clock at night. He says, "Did you talk to the police?" He says, "They told me that that I told them where the owner of the van was." And he explained he was trying to clean his life up. 2 days later, he moved because it causes too much trouble for him.
Yeah.
So neighbor down the street, same thing happened. They're selling dope in the middle of the street. She calls the police. Police says, "This lady here called on you." Next thing you know, they break her windows out. She repairs them. They break them out again.
Street justice.
This is what they continue to do. So when people say you don't take care of your own neighborhood, no, you cannot. That's where the no snitching came from, because if you say anything, then next thing you know, something happens to you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm talking death. There's people that have died because they've said something to the police, not just getting hurt. We're talking about losing your life, losing your livelihood, losing your family. So
how much of that is really worth it,
And so people that sit in the suburbs, because I lived in the suburbs for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the wrong idea of what happens in the city. Unless you lived here, you don't know what happens. And then what happens is they'll never know, because there's never you can't find that person that can relate to both sides.
So
I agree.
I've had a few friends pass away because of street justice, and they don't. It's not in the open that's what that's from. It was a stray bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of situation, and
exactly.
So do you think? Do you think Jason Aldean's song? Do you think maybe the song targeted the wrong audience? Is that why the backlash?
Well, I'm gonna get into music in a second, but that song is for the people that listen to that music.
I agree.
Usually, I listen to everything.
I do
love,
too. Besides
I love
country,
heavy metal. I love everything. Right?
If it's got a good beat, I'm listening to it.
I'm gonna listen to it. But the thing is, when I understand his point of view, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I can understand his misunderstanding of the other side. Because if you, like I just said, most of the officers that work over here are white. I'm going to show you exactly what happened to me going to a gas station one day before going to work again. I walk into the gas station, two detectives walk in. He's like, "Hey man, what's going on with you?" I don't talk like that.
Yeah.
So
right.
they're they're trying to push my buttons, coming to me like that. And this is because they don't know how to fit into the neighborhood. When I grew
it's
up,
kind of like racial profiling, basically.
when I grew up, we learned about officer friendly. We learned about how
Right.
officers would they'd come to the
They
school.
treat
They would
you with respect. You give them respect.
exactly. We had
Yeah.
officers that worked the beat. We knew officers that worked the neighborhood. Crime was not as bad back then.
Yeah, because they can
But
fit
now,
in.
now
can
they're
relate.
rolling.
Yeah.
They're riding in their cars with the window halfway down. They don't talk. They don't talk to the neighbors.
Yeah, I've physically tried to flag down a couple cops in the city before, and they've driven past me.
Just go right past you. See
Yeah.
and that's the thing. They say, and you wonder why the people can't form a relationship with the officers because they keep themselves distant.
And I will tell you, in the suburbs, it is completely.
I was about to
different.
say, like, I can't relate to that, and I'm sorry
Completely
that I
different.
can't relate to that because I live in Texas. The police officers here are very I don't want to say friendly, but they're more
Officer friendly.
I guess
Officer
yeah,
friendly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I guess we'll go with that. Like if if a cop drove by and he saw me outside watering my grass, he'd wave or say, "Hey, how are you doing?" or "Everything okay?" or whatever, and go about my business.
James, I almost became an officer. Elk Grove
That's
Village.
believable.
I took the test out in Elk Grove Village in '96. I was it was going to be a career change. I was in IT and I was going to do a career change, passed the test, no problem. Was about to do it. And then they started showing me videos of the things that you would see every day.
Oh my God.
Okay. And then I sat back because most of my family are officers. My ex-wife was a cop.
Chicago or what?
County sheriff.
County. Okay.
So
most of my family was Chicago.
So I changed my mind because one day I'm going to work. This is during this whole process of becoming an officer, and I get pulled over leaving my alley. Officers pull me over, says, "Where you going?" I said, "To work." They pull me out the car. The guy steps on the back of my neck, and they pull the things. No joke. And every time I used to tell the story, my boss at work would say, "That didn't happen. You must have mouthed off to him." No, I did not.
Speaking with you now, I mean, obviously that was a younger Ed Smith, but speaking to you now, I don't see a angry bone in your body.
It was a family. The reason I was leaving out of the alley because our family always parked in the backyard. We never put our car on the front because people will come by and hit your car on the front.
Yeah.
So we would park in the backyard. So it was a constant harassment by the police back then. So after going through that a couple times, I says, why would I want to become an officer?
And that was back in the 90s, correct?
That was in the 90s, 96 to 90. Yeah. So I stayed in the field I was in.
That's right around when my grandparents moved out of the West Side.
So my question is don't you think you would have changed the way people viewed the police in that area if you became a cop?
Remember the conversation we had about politics and how when the good politician comes in, what happens to them?
Right.
Either you go along with the program or they get rid of you.
They get rid of you. They bounce you. I would say the same thing about the cops too, especially Chicago. And especially in the 90s when Daley was running Chicago.
I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to
see back in the 90s.
Do you even know the story of Daley and what he did to the west side and south side of Chicago?
I know he sold them out, but I don't know exactly how much.
I'm not from Chicago, so I don't know.
See, and that's the whole thing. No one has this conversation with you. This is not taught in schools. So you would never understand when King came to the west side in the 1960s and actually lived in an apartment on the west side of Chicago. Daley's Martin Luther King.
Oh, I didn't know Martin Luther King.
We got
lived in
Tiger
Chicago.
Dave over on Rumble says I needed to turn my mic up. How do I sound now? I turned it up a notch. He said that I was lower than both you guys.
Okay. So,
thank you.
So he made a comment that if you let him come to the west side of Chicago and come to these churches and speak to the people, that we will never build up the west side and south sides of Chicago. The west side of Chicago has vacant lots that's been around since the burning of the city in the 1960s.
I learned about the city burning. I remember that.
You are just
Well,
now starting to see development just now.
The 60s burning were the riots, correct?
That's
the race
correct.
riots? Okay.
That's
So why wasn't wouldn't that lots be worth money because of the
Okay.
location?
Not with a high crime.
And this all goes together. Now watch how this puzzle fits together.
Okay, go ahead.
If you take these kids that are in the city of Chicago and you put them in Naperville and send them to a Naperville school, you'll have a bunch of successful kids.
Naperville is a
Rich.
good area.
The suburb of Chicago.
It's
Okay.
the richest suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
If you put them in
Gotta-
Schaumburg, if you put them in any place other than the city, you'll have successful kids. You'll have kids going to college, well-mannered kids, things like that. When
Okay.
you don't put money in a neighborhood, when you don't fund the schools properly, when the teachers don't care. I'm not saying all teachers don't care. I'm saying it's rough because it's just like the police officers. If you have to continue to go to this environment all the time with no success, then what happens? These kids don't learn properly. They have no interest in education. They have no interest in all these things that other kids have interest in. And all the people on the outside can see is crime and this and that. You understand that drugs is a moneymaker. Drugs did not come from the west side of Chicago or south side of Chicago. It was dropped into the neighborhood in the 1970s. And it was a plan that was done to just, what was it that Nixon said? The hippies and the black people are the problem of America. If you don't believe me, look it up.
Right.
You know, we were the problem. So if you know history, the Black Panthers, if you want to discuss them, started off as an organization for feeding kids before they went to school. There was no need for the guns and the things like that. That came later. If you look it up, what happened was the CIA infiltrated the Black Panthers, and all of a sudden, drugs got into the mix. Drugs destroyed our families from the 1970s all the way till now.
I think single family households probably did more destruction than drugs.
But why did that happen? Do you know?
I think feminism is the reason why.
Oh wow!
You don't think so? You don't think so? I think feminism ruined
I know why it happened. Because
okay, go ahead.
These projects that were built in the 1950s and 60s, the women were not allowed to have husbands in the house. So when you take first of all, did you know that?
You talking
yes,
about
I did.
Like,
go ahead.
Okay. Husbands were not allowed in the house. So if they were to get the funding from the government, they would have people coming by to make sure you did not have a man in the house. When you have a bunch of kids that have no direction from a man, and which is what you said, if you have the single mother trying to take care, if you have the single mother trying to take care of a man, usually it's not going to work.
I would say a young male.
It never works.
Any race, a young male needs their father around for guidance.
I agree.
So the times were better. Now, I'm not trying to get into this argument here, but times were better when you had the mother and the father. For example, when I was born, my mother
agree. 100% agree.
My mother stopped working when I was born to take care of me. Right.
That's good. That's good.
But you can't have this now. You have a father going to work and a mother going to work, and then who raises the kids? The streets.
Well, I think the major problem is I feel like us as Americans want more in life is the reason why that is. We have streaming platforms. We both have car payments. You know, we have all these excessive bills that we don't need because of that reason.
But it's a plan. If I'm going to suggest a movie to you all.
Okay, what is it?
A Requiem for an American Dream.
Okay.
It's there's two that's named that. This one is a documentary, an elderly guy. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. You watch that show first, then you watch 13th Amendment back to back. So watch that, and you'll see the plan come together.
Do you think a husband, wife, and one child could live off one household?
Today, no.
in a
for one income? I mean, one income?
one income living in a not the city, not Chicago, but like probably in the town that I live in.
See the way they adjust that, the way they like a town you live in, the cost of living is a lot less.
Yeah.
But then again, your salaries are less to
Oh,
match the
yeah.
economy.
Well, I make
It's
the average salary in America.
okay, but when if both parents have to work, when you said if one parent works in a small town, it's possible. I believe it's
Okay.
possible. But
All right.
look at this now. Look at this right now. If both parents had to work, and you're paying for one child $400 a week for childcare,
Yeah, childcare is crazy.
is it even worth the other parent going to work?
Right.
It's debate.
To make
Well, it
that same
depends. It
$400.
depends. It depends. Like, how old are they? Are they in school? You may not have to pay for childcare. You know, it depends on a lot of things.
Is this the YouTube video?
That is the video. Watch the whole thing. Pay real close attention to what he's saying.
I'm gonna pop those into our chats right now. As you see, I'm doing live as we speak.
And the other one is 13th Amendment. It used to be on Netflix.
The other one is 13th Amendment.
And that one talk. Go ahead, James. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Say
No, the 13th Amendment talks about the prison pipeline and how it's working and how it works, and how when slavery ended, when people say, well, why didn't?
It's got to be this one.
Yes, it's that one.
Is it on Netflix? I've seen it.
That's a very good one.
Oh
Okay,
man,
yeah, I watched it.
It warns you about contained suicide, self harm. So, just be wary of that. I'll put this in our chats as well here.
But
yeah, go ahead.
I really think, like, depending on where you live, a husband and wife and one kid could live off one household or live off one income, depending on where you live.
I'm struggling. It's a one income house right now with me, and it's just me and her, and we're struggling.
You
wait till you
live
have
in the suburbs of Chicago, though.
But hold on.
But wait till I have a kid. Yeah,
hold
I know
on.
Ed's gonna say that.
When I lived in the south suburbs in a nice small suburban town, and when I did and had my first child, we had to spend $30,000, and both of us worked. Of course, she had to take off because of maternity leave. This is back when you don't get paid for maternity leave, right? There's no coverage. We had to spend $30,000
a year in
for childcare.
And now that was back. What year are we talking now?
In 1990s, because I bought my first house at 21.
So 30,000 back in 1990 is probably the equivalent of 60,000 now. Did it double? I don't know the.
So my stepdaughter pays $200 a week for childcare.
That sounds cheap.
That's cheap. That's very cheap.
So it's about $800 a month.
That's very cheap.
I don't have kids, so I can't attest to what it is around here.
And then I was better prepared for the second child, because that's when I went to midnight shift. And so she would go to work during the day. I go to work at night, get off, keep the kids all day.
Yeah.
And then when she gets home at 5 o'clock, that's when I'd go to sleep, get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and then go back to work.
It's rough. I mean, that unfortunately, the biggest life hack in life to make it in life is to not have kids or wait to have kids until you're in your 30s.
But look at here. I did it early. I did it early.
Yeah, but you know what though?
26 and 28. So
okay, so your kids are 26 and 28 now, you just said? So now they're on their own doing their own thing, and dad I don't want to ask your age or anything, but
he's 60. No, I'm kidding.
Are you in your 50s then?
I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50.
Okay.
So let's just say mid 50s.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Now you're able to travel. Now you're able to do what you want, and I'm going to be 70 by the time if I have a kid next year.
Yeah,
then
you're
like
fucking
70.
screwed, and here we are, me and Big Ed. We're gonna fucking be living the life of Raleigh.
I know someone who had a child at 50, and I was thinking, what the heck is your problem? Because my father had me when he was in his mid 40s, and he couldn't retire until I went to high school. Went to college. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I think turn 18.
I think the thing is with men, we could spread our seed far and wide and we could have as many kids as we want, whereas women can't. So we can kind of keep that option open. If we want to have more kids, we can.
Mm.
And your dad wanted to have more kids. And so if he wanted to have kids more at 40, go ahead and do it,
Right.
Well, my oldest brother is 80.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn. All right.
And that was, and is that your dad's and mom's kid, or just
Mhm.
okay? So your dad said,
"Fuck it."
You know what I mean? Like, I'm still young. How old
Fuck
was he when
it.
he had? How old is he when he had you? Because you would have
About
been
42, 42, 40.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
Okay, so that's
so my mom
put it
was
in my head.
But see,
of
here's
now-
the thing. I was called the oops baby because my brother died in Vietnam right before I was born. So he passed away in April. I was born in September.
Okay. Sorry for your
Oh,
loss.
that's
you know.
So my mom had, because I have 3 brothers. I have a full brother, which is Scouts. He's my actual full brother. And then I have 2 other brothers. My mom remarried and had another husband. And I think my mom was damn near 40 when she had Cody, my brother Cody. She was older and she was able to have kids then. So
that was, a new love,
new marriage
that
and all
situation,
that.
new marriage,
Yeah.
new situation.
But
what's gonna happen to this world now that kids are waiting to their mid-30s to have kids?
Ooh.
Well,
Think
I'm in
about
my
that.
mid-30s.
You
I'm
really
in my
want
mid-30s.
you really want
You're-
to tackle
here.
this topic?
Here,
That's-
you're talking to me, and I'm getting married next year, and then that's going to be on the horizon, and I'm gonna be probably pushing 40.
So
Yeah.
I think relationships and marriages are going to get harder and harder as we go out through the years. I
Mhm.
feel like there's going to be more and more single women. So us guys need to start investing into cat litter, cat food, and wine because a
Oh
lot of
my
women are going to
God.
be
Oh my
fucking
God.
single.
Mhm.
A lot of women are going to be single, and I'm going to be fucking rich, fucking buying fucking, what is that stock? That fucking kitty litter and
Purina. You're gonna buy some
Purina cat
Purina.
chow. Yeah,
Right,
I'm gonna be making fat stacks while these single women are gonna be sitting at home wondering why they're not married.
Mhm. Yep.
I get
So
that.
it's-
Okay, so I'm 37. I get that vibe now from some of my friends.
Because these women think they're tens and they think that they bring themselves to the table, but what do they really bring to the table?
A wise man said, let's back up. I'm not going to get into that because that'll cause problems.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
want to.
yes.
I don't
We
want to
got
cause
to.
problems.
We got to.
We're on Rumble. We
We're on
got
Rumble.
Tiger Dave over on Rumble.
We got Tiger Dave. Shout out to him.
I'm not gonna say.
Hold on.
Say it this
Hold
way.
on,
Go
Big
ahead.
Ed.
Go ahead.
What do I bring to the table? I bring security,
A bottle of
and
wine.
stability. That's what I bring to the table.
Well, and also protection.
And protection. Thank
when
you.
When something happens, it's not, hey, honey, you go take care of that.
No,
It's
I get
you
up
go
and take it. And
you
I don't
hear-
even ask. I just get up and take care of it.
You hear
You
a
hear-
creak in the middle of the night, you know?
I
She's
get up
not
and take
getting up.
care of it. What kind of man would I be if I'd be like, hey, honey, I hear a noise. Will you go take care of it?
Mhm.
You're going to look at me like I'm fucking stupid. No, I'm going to get up my ass up and take care of
Mhm.
it.
Okay, let me go back to
I'm
one
with you
thing.
on that.
The men were the providers, the women were the nurturers. Okay,
Agreed.
Raised in a family, when you're raising a child, the woman should have no reason disciplining that child. She's the nurturer of the child.
Women
Can you
don't
tell that to
discipline
my mom?
kids.
Can you
She's
tell that to
a-
my mom?
I understand that, but if you look at the order of things, they are supposed to nurture the
Well,
children.
I-
The
I'm
men are
gonna-
supposed to be the protectors.
I'm going to expand on Big Ed Smith here because my dad is one of 9. Grew up in Austin neighborhood of Chicago. Grandpa was a cop. When my dad fucked up, Grandma said, "Just wait till your father gets home. Wait till your
Goddamn
father
right,
gets home.
because your father was the. I agree. The father was always the disciplinary.
And he didn't have to touch you. He just give you a look.
No.
Because
He gave you a look, or if it was that bad, he'd pull the belt out and go wham, and then you would fucking run. He didn't even need to touch you with that belt.
Here's the perfect statement: fathers keep sons out of jail, and fathers keep women off of stripper poles. Fathers keep sons out of jail, and fathers keep daughters off of stripper poles and OnlyFans.
I'm clipping that.
boy.
I clipped that. I clipped that.
Clip that.
Wow, that one right there. That one. Yep, right there. There goes my career right there. Thanks, James.
By the way, Big Ed Smith is a deacon, so
yes.
Watch that.
No, it's fine.
He's gonna go to church tomorrow and be like, "Hallelujah."
No. He's gonna go to church and pray for your ass tomorrow.
You know, I pray for him all the time anyway. Because.
But like I said, we appreciate it.
Again, back to what we were talking about earlier. It's all about miscommunication.
Do you disagree with that statement? Do you think fathers keep sons out of jail?
I think here. I think my mother was the strict one in the.
I thought he was gonna say something else.
I thought he was gonna say my mother's a stripper.
Time out, James. That's your aunt. That's your aunt. That's your aunt.
It's so funny.
Oh my God! I thought he was gonna say something else.
Yo.
There we go.
I love you, Aunt Jody.
I clipped that one too as well.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
She was the strict one.
Stripper.
And she was the one that keeping me in check growing up.
That was classic, man.
Yo. If we don't get banned after this, we'll get banned. We're gonna get fucking canceled.
Oh, I'm dying over here. Oh my goodness.
And you thought my thing was bad.
Oh my goodness. You guys are the greatest. See, that's what, Jimbo, I always tell you, I love this show, man. I love this show.
Thank you. I
love this show. This is the best.
Anybody watching, please give Big Ed Smith a follow on his Twitch page. He's DJ streams. I'm gonna do the shout out command.
Okay, good. You got it. I was fixing to do it, but go ahead.
Oh, and that's another thing. When you get married, you lose all your hobbies.
Why?
That's debatable.
Well, okay. All right. What hobbies are we talking about now?
Okay, when I was younger, I was into music production, things like that back in the 90s. MIDIs and mods and things like that. But when you get married, all those things, other responsibilities take over. It's like video games. Back in the day, I was playing the Atari, the Odyssey 2000, the Sega, the ColecoVision. Then when the Xbox came out, I'm playing games with my buddies at night. That goes out the window.
I think that depends on the woman.
I think when I have kids, it will.
So my wife is very like. I work a lot, so like when I
need 1 minute. Be right back. Sorry.
Okay, right. Go ahead. So while he does his 1 minute, so I work a lot, and I think that's well known. So like when I get downtime, like when I want to stream or play video games, my wife is very supportive in that. I don't feel like when I want like some time to myself or anything like that, I don't feel like it's pushed aside
a burden
or I can't.
to her. I think I've created the schedule in my relationship where that works too.
Yeah, same. I mean, my wife likes getting on Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok, and she'll lay in bed and do her little thing, and it's not in a inconvenience or whatever. But when you set like a set time to where you do things together, it's not an issue. And usually that's on Saturdays is when I do things with her, and it works out.
And she goes to bed at about 9 or 10, and that's usually when I'll hop on the computer and work on the show, and I'll work on different stuff like that for our show.
So I think it depends on the relationship with that, Big Ed. My wife and I are very well, first off, my wife is like 9 years older than me, so she's a lot mature for her age,
Mhm.
obviously. So we have like a good communication and understanding. So we're able to delegate our time very wisely. So like on Saturdays it's kind of like our time
Yeah.
where like we go to do things together, we go shopping, we go out to eat, we date, and you know what I mean? We do our
Right,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
But like, if I work 10 and a half hours a day or whatever, and I come home from work, or if I'm done working and hey, I want to chill and relax and play Xbox, she's cool with that because she's laying in the bed checking Pinterest, playing TikTok, whatever.
That's
So
a
I
keeper,
think
man. That's a
that
keeper.
we've been
Yeah.
married for almost 9 years in August, so I think it just depends on your marriage and your dynamics and your relationship.
Yeah,
So
not all things are. I mean, not all marriages will be the same, and you
I
know,
agree.
there's
I
different
agree.
circumstances.
I agree.
And
So-
my fiance likes to sew. That's her biggest thing, and like work on arts and crafts. So she'll go work on that while I'm doing this.
So
on
she has a
Friday.
hobby. See,
Right.
that's the difference. She has a hobby. There are a
Right.
lot of people, whether it's the male or the female, that don't have a hobby. And
my wife doesn't have a hobby, but
The scrolling TikTok is a hobby.
I guess that's a hobby, but I always say, exceptions don't make the rule. My marriage is an exception, but it doesn't make the rule. I mean, there could be a lot of marriages that, you have to delegate or dedicate time within each other to where you can't play Xbox or DJ or do whatever you want to do. So,
and I just started DJing last year.
oh, okay.
But all right. So,
So-
with your DJing and you're married, how does that have to do? Like, do you have dedicated time where you say, "Hey, this is"?
That's
me?
why I'm here at this time. So the evenings,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
right after work, it's our time. We sit down, we eat
That's
dinner,
same here.
we watch a movie. After that, that's how I made it to your show on time.
That's
There we go.
That's our schedule too. Well, today I took a nap. I kind of broke This is our time, but
You got the
usually
old man napping. You got the old
I
man
love
napping
it.
thing down already.
I love it. Listen, my father's 70 years old and will come home. Well, come home, lay on the couch, and he is out. I learned that straight from him.
Yep.
The big
So-
guys got you straight
The big guy. You used to call my dad Big Guy back in the day. Why?
because he's a big guy. Keep in mind, like, I'm 5'4".
You were like 10. Yeah, and you're like 10. So
So I was probably like 3'5" back then.
So you're 5'4". How much you weigh?
Now I weigh 132 pounds.
Okay, that
I
was
got-
me in kindergarten.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in September I weighed 192 pounds.
Did you delete the
damn.
picture?
Oh, I saw that picture.
Yeah,
that
I did
was
delete it.
amazing.
Oh, I left
That
it on there
was-
for a reason. Okay,
Yeah, I deleted
never
the
mind.
picture. Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight, dude. I was a big fat fucking piece of shit slob, and
You mean like me?
Yeah, like you.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
I mean, Big Ed Smith. No.
Yeah. It's okay.
No,
It's okay.
no, I went through like, I had a birthday. Nobody showed up for my birthday. Went through a huge depression, and
Wow.
like, I found myself. Well, I went through like a transition. I went through a depression. I tried to find myself, and I realized, if I'm gonna be a piece of shit, like maybe I need to be a fit piece of shit. So I kind of just went through this whole transition of trying to find myself, and I did, and lost all this weight. So
Yeah, I lost all mine after the first divorce. I dropped like 30, 40 pounds. Then got married, and here it comes right back again.
Yeah. You're on the single scene again, and I see that.
It happened.
but I will say, like, I lost my weight for like myself. It wasn't for my wife. I lost it for myself, and I feel a lot better since I lost the weight.
That's good.
Like,
See, I just want to be able to go to a store and get something off a regular rack one day, instead of going to, like my wife says, you're Mr. Big and Tall store. She tries to make it. She adds tall to it to make me feel a little bit better. But it's
So last weekend I went to Under Armour to buy new tank tops, which I'm wearing one right now.
You
from
always
Under
wear
Armour.
tank tops when you stream.
This is a
Or,
size small.
I'm sorry. Wife
he's showing
beater.
the guns off. He's
Wife
showing
beater.
This
He's
is
showing
a
the guns
size.
off.
This is a size small.
Oh, I was somewhere out of town. I think I was in Michigan or something. And I was, somebody had a wife beater on. Here in Chicagoland area, we call it a wife beater. I don't know if you guys call it the same anywhere else.
Because
I
you
had
like to
one
beat
on.
wives.
I was
you know.
help. That's what it is. I was helping my friend do his yard work, and his neighbor walks up and is like, "Who's the guy in the tank top?" I'm like, "Tank top." I'm like, "This is a wife beater, you know that wife beater? What's that?" Like all of a sudden,
my God.
he's like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "God, relax. That's just what we call the under T-shirt for your shirt. It's kind of like soda and pop, you know, water fountain and bubbler."
Yes,
Who
I
calls
have
it a fucking bubbler?
Wisconsin. They call us fibs, but then they call it a freaking bubbler.
a bubbler.
Yes.
Moving on.
Like we talked about at the beginning of the segment, I spent a lot of time in rural Wisconsin.
Anywhere near Madison?
Madison is about halfway. Eau Claire County.
Okay. Oh.
If you know where Eau Claire County is. Up.
Yeah.
Up.
Just to make sure real quick, we are getting together for Shaq's Chicken, right?
I'd love to. And I'd love to meet Big Ed, too.
Well, I can't wait.
All right. I just
and you get to meet Mrs. Big Ed.
All right. And
That
you
means
get
we
to
gotta
meet
bring
you
our
get to
missus.
meet my dad.
There we go. Oh, here we go.
Because
Where
because
is it?
she wants to go shopping. She
Oh,
really
yeah,
doesn't care about the
Rosemont.
chicken.
Gotta
She'll
go to the
shopping.
Rosemont.
Exactly.
I imagine Scouts and his old lady's going to be there too, so
God damn it. Where's the I'm looking for all your sounds. You're so much better at organizing. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say you get to meet Uncle Jimmy. You're gonna have an old school brawl going on at a chicken. No, he's really
So
nice. He's really
did
nice.
Shaq show up that day or did he not show up?
Never showed up. He's supposed to show up in August.
Is he?
Really?
Okay, here's what blows my mind is that he was in Chicagoland at SeatGeek Stadium in Bridgeview, Illinois, the night before his restaurant opened and he skipped town. He had another gig to go to.
Oh, well, I mean,
And I'm
Shaq's
thinking-
a busy man, you know?
I know he is, but like you'd think that he would talk to his PR person and be like, "Hey, can we kind of can we go to O'Hare and I can stop there first and then ship out?"
I don't know. I love Shaq. Shaq is
awesome.
I
DJ
love Shaq.
Diesel.
I
Shaq,
love
if you're
Shaq.
watching, be on our show. We'll send you the link.
So you're gonna give me some shade real quick before we transition, but during the time, I keep in mind I like Jordan. I've always loved Jordan. Jordan's the GOAT. But during the time during the '90 Bulls, I cheered for the Magic, and I cheered for Shaq because I love Shaq. But
I mean, we all loved Shaq, and he's a great guy, but hey, come on, man. Look at Ed Smith's hat.
I
Just
mean,
look at the hat.
keep
The
in
hat
mind,
says it all. The hat says it
I
all.
love the Bulls and I love Jordan. Like Jordan's the GOAT. Jordan's the GOAT. I there's no debate. But during that time when I was a kid, I cheered for the Magic.
Well, welcome to the Jimbo and Big Ed Smith show. We just
Yes.
canceled James.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. We'll catch up with him later. I'll get the words on top.
You're a Packers fan too, right? You're a Packers fan too?
No, 49ers fan. 49ers fan.
Okay, all right.
But
He's a Cowboy fan.
hell no, I ain't no goddamn Cowboys fan.
He took that personal.
I did.
Speaking of 49er fan, we got DJ Ryan 22 in the chat. He's a huge Niner fan, and then of course short stuff said, "You mean the Cowgirls?"
That's perfect. That is perfect.
I'm gonna bring up some family controversy right here, Jimbo.
Oh no, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna log him off again. It's cool.
No, don't do it.
I'll block your IP address.
Don't do it. So when we were kids, our cousin Tim was a Cowboys fan.
Yep.
I remember back
Probably
in the
still
day.
is.
He probably is. I don't know. I remember back in the day, my dad would call our aunt and put Tim on the phone, and we would talk shit to each other when the Niners would beat the Cowboys in the playoffs.
You know, but that's kind of cool, like family, you know, with your cousin bonding a little bit. You know, I think that's kind of cool. Like, I know you used to call me when you guys would beat the Bears. You did.
I did.
You did. I remember.
I did. But I don't really hate the Bears because I know the Bears suck. The Bears haven't been a good team since the 80s.
And we gave you Robbie Gould.
Yeah.
And we let him go this year.
Who still has a house in Elmhurst, by the way.
We let him go this year.
I seen him downtown Elmhurst. You let him go.
We let him go. We didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, they were talking about him coming back to the Bears, and he should have never left the Bears.
He should never left the Bears. I don't think we would have had that double doink. We wouldn't have had the double doink.
Don't bring. Wait a minute. Let's get things. Since you're going to bring that up,
it's too soon. It's too soon.
The double doink. He actually tipped the ball. The defensive lineman tipped the ball.
I saw the replay.
So the doink was not a doink because of the kicker. It was because he got his hand on the ball.
So
it was a good
Big Ed
play.
Smith, where were you watching that game at? The doink game.
I'll tell you in a second. Give me a second.
Well,
go ahead. I was actually at my buddy's house, and beer went flying.
Okay. Same with the restaurant I was at.
Beer was everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. It was, and a lot of MF words.
Yep. I learned about 17 new swears that night.
Mm-hmm. I learned how to curse in Polish.
Is that when Devin Hester played for the Bears and Urlacher played for the Bears?
No, I don't think.
No.
They weren't. They were already gone.
Okay.
Right? They were gone.
That was
Smith's
who was
first
before
year.
Fields?
That was Roquan Smith's first year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Smith's first year. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was Trubisky's year. Yeah.
We were at a packed Miller's Ale House in Lombard, and we're sitting at one of the booth tables because the place is packed. We're watching it. We had like 4 pitchers of beer on the table, and whatever else. Let's just say those beer everywhere.
Where were you for the Bartman when Bartman grabbed the ball out of Moises Alou's hand?
I was at home at my parents' house watching the game with them.
There was a bar downtown called a Crocodile Lounge. It used to be on Jackson, I believe. I had just walked in, looked at the TV. That's when it happened, and I walked right out the bar. I walked in and then walked out. That was it.
I remember right before that happened, I changed the that was 03, right? Or was that 08?
No, it wasn't 08. It was
03 then.
It was 03.
It was with Derek Lee, D. Lee on first base. So that was 03.
Mm-hmm.
I was changing my parents had lights outside of the garage and they were out. And my dad kept saying, "Go change the lights, go change the lights." And I'm like, "Dad, the Cubs game is on." He's like, "It's not happening yet. Just go change the lights." All right, fine. Change it. And I go inside, and that's right when the Bartman shit happened.
And you've never changed his lights again?
I never well, I didn't have to. I actually just changed those lights. Those lights worked for 20 or how long has it been? Freaking 10 years or whatever it's been. I have not had to change those lights. I don't know what happened. James just kicked himself out. He wants to talk fortune cookie. Oh, I guess it is. We have been going.
Oh, that's my bad.
No. What a great show. You can't go anywhere till he comes back. Come on now. Come on.
I want to put you in the same position he was in last week.
Oh, what a dick. Did you watch that show?
Yeah, I was here for the whole thing.
Okay,
and I was
in the basement. It was bad.
I would have jumped on, but I had a bunch of honeydews to do, just like a few seconds ago. So I wasn't able to jump on.
That makes sense.
I would have helped him out.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was sheltering in place down in the basement with a few other neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I get down there and I got 2 beers in my hand like this. And my neighbor goes, "Oh man, I wish I would have brought a beer." And I just hand him the other beer. He's like, "Oh my God, thank you, man." And we're just sitting there drinking a beer and I'm telling him about me and the show. And we potentially have a new viewer. So my neighbor that's watching, Hi.
There you go. There you go.
So we're gonna do Fortune Cookie Friday. James, I think you have other topics too, or do you want to do Fortune Cookie Friday?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We had another fucking topic.
Do you want to let Big Ed go then, so we can do the rest of it, or?
You guys
What
have
is
a good.
it? I don't know. I don't know. This is James' segment right here.
He could stay. Fuck it. We could talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let Ed here. Okay, so goddamn, I forgot about. I mean, we got Jason Aldean kind of took up the whole show. So
I knew it would. I knew it would.
I didn't think it would. Oh, you didn't even play any of the clips from Jason.
They're like 17 minutes long.
Jesus Christ, it's gonna be a long show.
That's why I didn't play them.
God damn. All right. So, do you guys know who Adam 22 is? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
You ever watch the No Jumper podcast?
Yes.
Okay, so Adam 22 is off the No Jumper podcast. So I guess
I've seen that guy. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess he was engaged to this girl and she did porn or whatever before they got married, and she did only female porn, like no dudes, and then they got married, and then she fucks this black guy after they got married and did like a porno with this guy. Would you let your wife do a porno with a dude after you got married?
Dude, that was her job.
But
yeah. You're gonna pose that as
I agree. But she didn't do any male porn before. She didn't do any male porn before that.
She was expanding her career.
Ooh. All right.
Well,
all right.
okay.
But hold on. If
okay.
a woman's an
Go ahead.
actress and then she has to kiss guys on screen and lay in bed, because you know when they lay in bed they actually have no clothes on, they just have things covering up the private parts.
Yeah.
Would you let your wife do that if she's bringing home $500,000?
And now she's the #1 search on all the websites. So that's money. That's millions.
Mm-hmm.
She don't have to work a day in her life again.
Yeah, but
neither do you.
But the expectation.
He went into it knowing it, though.
Oh well,
that's funny.
Funny. Let me explain this real quick.
He had to have gone in knowing it.
Hold on. I would not marry a woman that was on OnlyFans, that did porn, that wore a bikini, and posted it on social media.
I wouldn't either, because that's my morals.
Yeah, that's my morals. I wouldn't do that. So let me put that out there.
I'm not in that situation. You know
No,
what I mean? And there are people that are.
But what if you don't know? What if you go into a relationship and she used to do it and she stopped, and then all of a sudden she wants to get back into it again?
You could kind of figure out the footprint before you get into it.
In
my personal opinion.
That's going to be a long talk around a table or something,
because you can't figure out a woman's body count or anything like that unless, and really if they tell you, it's not like they're going to really be honest with you from the get-go anyways, but you could kind of get a general idea.
My take on the whole body count situation is who's she going home with now? She's going home with you.
Disagree.
Who is she loyal to? She's loyal to you.
Yeah, but then if she's been with 50 bodies, she's been with 50 other dudes. 50 other dudes dicked her pussy down.
What about going the other way around, about a guy who's got a body count of 50, who lied about it and said he had 10?
It's not looked at the same way.
It's not looked at the same way. It's harder for a guy to. Yeah, but there's double standards all over the place. It's hard to get pussy, but it's easy. It's harder for a guy to get pussy than it is for a girl to get
Women
dick.
control the relationship as far as, sex. 100%.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, everybody agrees with that.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like there's a double standard there, and she's coming home to you Say she has 50 bodies and she told you 10. She's coming home to you at the end of the night and she's loyal to you.
Still
and
haram.
She's with you. Yeah, but how would you know? How would you know?
Well,
if she told you 10.
First off, I wouldn't accept a woman that did porn.
Okay. Personally, morally, I wouldn't either, but
Okay, yeah.
that's personally morally,
I wouldn't accept it. And then
if it came out, let's say we were dating for like 5 years and it came out to the light, how would you feel about that? Like if a video was leaked, she was trying to hide it from you.
Good topic. I like this. Okay, so we'll put this in. Say I'm on vacation with my fiance. We go to Jamaica. We plan on getting married. I find out that she did porn in another light, and she's getting dicked down by two different guys at the same time.
What does the situation matter? What if it's just a regular?
I'd call off the wedding. I'd call off a wedding.
You call off the wedding?
I would call off a wedding
because A, the situation, or B, that she wasn't like upfront with you.
A man cares about a woman's past while a woman cares about a man's future.
Okay.
For example,
and the only reason that is because if you're out in public one day and then someone walks up, you want to know who that is before.
I've had that happen to me. I've had that happen to me.
For example, if a woman went to a fortune teller and she found out that the guy that she's with right now will be broke, lose his job, unemployed, loses his legs, can't provide a stable financial future for her, she would fucking leave. That we would look at it the same way as
she's shallow. Then she's shallow.
No, it's just what it is. Women want financial security and stability and protection.
I would tell you right now that if I lost my job tomorrow, she wouldn't leave me. We've had this conversation. She would not leave me.
Then you have a good woman. But my
I'm the exception to the rule.
Yeah, you're an exception to the rule, but that doesn't make the broad thing. If I lost both my legs and I was not able to provide any income, do I expect my wife to stay with me? No, I'd expect her to leave.
How would you, if you lost your legs, you call people for a living? How would that affect the fact that you're calling people? I know, but still.
Either way, I'm still.
And then you have to make sure you have dismemberment in your insurance.
I do have accident dismemberment, $250,000.
So on story on that one, I do too because I've chopped this finger off twice.
I mean, what the hell?
I have. It's the end of this finger is not real.
Is that why Is that why you're pointing at me and James at the same time?
Yeah. Listen, she loves it. All right, she loves it.
Oh, where's my sound? I'm trying to get to it.
Clip that moment too. I did. The first time I chopped my finger off was a car door in a Kmart parking lot. We were getting. I was 5 years old. We were getting glue sticks for my sister's art project, and I pulled my finger, and I pulled my finger exactly, and my mom had the tip of my finger in one hand and was holding the rag with her other hand until the ambulance came, and then they sewed it back on. Fast forward till when I was 11, when I was or 13 or something. I think I was like 8th grade or something. I was gonna mix a milkshake, and we had one of those mixers that you stick in the cup and you press the button, and it wasn't working. The battery on it wasn't like seated right, and my hand was in there, and it snapped in and activated and cut my finger all up.
Damn.
So James, what did you lose?
That's the only bone I've technically
my heart.
Broken.
I don't know. I didn't lose nothing.
You didn't lose anything? I lost an ear, the earlobe.
Ooh.
I have an extra earlobe.
Wait. You got an extra earlobe. Did you take his earlobe? What's going on? Did you guys?
Well, what happened? They sewed it back on. I was playing Sandlot football.
Oh, shit. I never even noticed.
Well, all right.
The more you know.
The things you find out.
Yeah.
I was playing sandlot football, and the guy was wearing one of those big belt buckles with his name on it, and he was the running back, and he came through the middle, and I popped him, and my ear started throbbing to find out that the tip had fallen off from the belt buckle.
Oh,
damn. So back to the Adam 22 thing. Sorry, it's too graphic with
Wait,
the
hold
earlobe.
on. A finger twice, earlobe
Twice.
once. Come on.
I know, but still.
Gross. So back to the Adam 22 thing. Andrew Tate and what's that motherfucker? I can't think of his name. But anyways, Adam 22 offered his wife to Andrew Tate. Here's the clip.
When you first commented on me on the Tucker Carlson show, I left an Instagram comment that said, if he's the top G, I want to be the bottom G. So I do want to extend an invite that if you were ever interested in doing your first ever double scene, that me and Lena, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like, yo, dude, would he be a suitable candidate? Would you, can I tap him in?
Oh no.
Haram!
No.
I'm glad they muted that just for the sake of our show.
Is that this polyamorous stuff they're talking about now? Is that what that is?
So the people
think
on the
so.
top left-hand corner, that's Adam 22 and his girlfriend.
And his wife, girlfriend.
Yeah, wife, actually. He offered his wife, the one that
The guy with
took
the shirt on,
BBC,
smoking a
took the
cigar.
BBC, did the porno. He offered her to Andrew Tate.
How much money did they offer?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that just a?
I don't know. It's there would be no way in hell that I would just fucking throw my wife around for people to just fucking smash. There would be no amount of money that would make that. I just don't. There would just be no way.
Is it really a marriage or is it a business agreement?
It sounds like a business agreement.
At this point, I'm starting to think that it's a business
that marriage is a pure contract, business contract.
So we're gonna flip back to sports. So Antonio Brown, the wide receiver that played for the Steelers, he got into the action with the whole situation. He tweeted to Adam 22. He said, "Let me get next." To Adam 22, and Adam said, "What are you gonna do with it with your little ass meat?"
So now they're all now it's him poking fun of this Adam 22 guy.
So he said, "It's a game of inches. You must not have checked the snap. Hashtag push that shit on." And then that girl said, "Antonio, I'm a married woman." Antonio Brown said, that didn't stop you last time, baby."
So Antonio Brown is a pervert. I got that. Check.
But I mean, he has a point. She was married at the time when she got that BBC from that guy. She was married.
There had to be money involved.
Obviously there was money involved, but either way, she was married at the time when she did that porno.
I just don't find that culture. I know you're into like that type of culture, James, but I just don't find that culture of. I know I totally just poked you on that one. I don't find that culture appealing at all. I mean, not even to talk about it on the podcast like that. You know what I mean? Like that's their own private business, but they're getting views off it.
They're making fat stacks
they're making money.
Yeah,
and that's it may not even be quote real. How do you know that video wasn't AI generated?
I don't think it was.
I saw the video. My
coworker
showed me the video. Yeah, my coworker.
Oh, I didn't watch the porno. I didn't watch that, but
it looks real.
I'm a deacon. I did not watch that.
He said, "I cannot confirm or deny."
He's denying. He's straight up denying.
Nope.
I saw it. I am not a deacon. I saw it. It was my buddy just had it on his phone, and I'll find it and send it to both. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. I'm not going to. I'm not sending it to anybody.
I think this was, besides the whole Jason Aldean, this is kind of my topic that I wanted to talk about this week. because this has made its round around the red pill situation. So,
Well, you have to understand, being a deacon, I have to see all this stuff, not see it, but I have to try to get an understanding. Because if someone comes to you and they start talking about, hey, we're doing this, I have to be able to
Right.
say, you know,
You have to give advice and
I have to give
know the
advice.
situation behind it.
so what advice would you give there?
Don't you
Big
do
Ed?
that to me.
Don't put him on the spot. Like,
You knew it was coming.
So-
This is the Jimbo and James show. It's
So-
coming.
so
Yeah.
here's how we get Big Ed Smith to talk. We show up to his church and we donate fat stacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe put a library, wing on.
Okay, all right.
Building a $20,000 building fund.
Well,
you know.
well. When you guys go national,
There you go.
and when
There
you
we
make
go.
it, when you make it, you can just shout me out once every
Oh.
5 months.
Big Ed Smith, can you officiate weddings in Illinois?
I am not licensed to do so. There's a
Okay.
process I have to go through.
Okay, just curious.
But I've known people to go online and get that license, but that license is not worth the paper that it's written on.
Our uncle David married our cousin Kyle in Arizona and had to go through the Arizona process. And
Yeah,
I've
they're
already
different
asked him to marry
Yeah.
us.
How, Jimbo? How far is his church from the area?
You're on the west side, right?
Yeah, but my church is south, way south.
Okay, then way south.
Yeah.
Like probably 45 to an hour.
Oh, okay. I was
off
about to say.
off like 57 in like that area, or
Off of 94.
Oh,
okay.
okay. I was about to say if I
So
if I was,
keep going past Sox Park.
Oh, you're way past Sox Park.
Yeah,
oh,
there
okay.
you
I was
go.
about to
Way
say
up.
I would love to go sit in, but I don't think I'd be able to then.
Be
it's
careful in that
way-
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is that the Austin neighborhood? Or I'm sorry, not Austin. That's west. Is that Inglewood? Or
Way
you
past
passed
that.
it?
Way
Roseland?
past that. You're close.
Okay. I know my map. I know my geography. All
You're
right.
real close. You're real close. But all those neighborhoods are changing now because they're moving the red line out to
Yeah.
130th Street.
They are. That's right.
Yes.
Has
so
that
they're-
helped the neighborhood?
It's starting now. And Obama invested a lot in that neighborhood because of the Pullman area, and they have a Walmart over there and more development happening over there, and
Good
restoration of
deal.
old buildings. Yeah, so
Good
things
deal.
are working out. Oh, and they're building a medical district all the way from Cottage
Oh,
Grove
very-
to Halsted.
Very
That's
good deal.
good.
Because right now the medical district would be like Rush Hospital. So if you wanted to go visit your doctor, you'd almost have to go an hour to get there.
Right.
So that's big. That's huge, actually.
Mhm. Things are changing
Um,
slowly.
Yeah, my dad grew up west side. I think west side of Austin. He grew up Latrobe. I think it was like 4400 Latrobe. I want to say.
And
Near-
what street?
He was near Latrobe and Madison, that area.
I know someone who's not black who bought a house over there, trying to he
So-
tried to get in. He tried to get in early, and he got a great property and
Yeah.
he fixed it up and put cameras all around it, but it was too soon. You ever heard the term
Oh,
too
okay.
soon?
Yeah.
It was like, now you can do it, but when he tried to go in, it was too soon.
Probably 5-10 years ago, my guess.
About 5 years ago, 6
Yeah.
years ago, and then he had cameras all around, and so when they were selling drugs on the corner, he would report to the police, and the same
Oh,
exact
street
thing,
violence. Street
the
violence.
same exact thing. His house got broken into twice, and he was mugged twice
Yep.
Damn.
in that,
Yep.
that same block that you just called out.
If they see you talking to 12, and by they I mean gangbangers, if they have spotters on
Throwing it
bikes,
up.
and those
It doesn't-
spotters on bikes see you talking to 12, they know that the word's out. The word's out before it.
Mhm.
I've been in that neighborhood. I know my grandparents sold their house right around when white flight started happening in that
White
neighborhood.
flight occurred like 1974.
Yeah, that's right
Sev-
around when when my grandparents moved. My aunts and uncles still had houses there until the 90s, but my grandparents moved to the suburbs to
The
in
re- Talking about on
like
your
the
dad's
70s.
side, right?
Dad's side.
Yeah,
Yep,
okay.
dad's parents.
The reverse is happening now. So people are tired of living in the suburbs, and they want
Right.
to make the West Side like Manhattan
Well,
is
I mean,
in New
you think
York.
about it. I mean, look how beautiful Oak Park is, Forest Park, River Forest, the west suburbs that are just bordering, like literally kissing the city of Chicago, are beautiful. In areas, of course, are a little rough, but
Mhm.
so it almost sounds like they're expanding that Oak Park border.
They
a little
want to
bit.
go all the way to Central. Oak Park was talking about buying the homes all the way up to Central.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, would that include Washington Park over there? I think that's the name of that park.
That would include Washington Park.
Okay.
Central,
I know
that would
my
include
city. I
Washington
know
Park.
my city.
There you go. There you go.
All right, we ready for Fortune Cookie Friday? Okay, close enough. Close enough. Scoober McGruber, who is still here, I just saw him chat or redeem something. Do you believe endurance and persistence will be rewarded? So whatever higher power you believe in, endurance and persistence will be rewarded.
Your camera focused in on that really well.
It sure
I have my autofocus on. Usually it's off.
Oh, okay.
Because usually, like right now, I'm kind of fuzzy a little. Okay, anyway. This one's for me. There is a prospect for a thrilling time ahead for you. See if that focus. See, only some of them it focuses.
Where's Studious? He should be here doing the sounds for me. He's slacking.
Slacking and lacking, fool.
Yeah.
Jimmy H. It's tough to be fascinating because you're a dick.
Oh, I hit the wrong sound then.
Jimbo's a dick. And James, welcome to the You're a Dick Club.
Blitzen, welcome back to the stream, buddy. Don't find fault, find a remedy.
There
I
you
like
go.
that. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, that'll go in the
That was
favorites
good.
pile.
That's
Go in
good
the favorites
stuff.
pile.
Blitzen always gets the good ones.
Gigi Quinn, who always gets the weird ones.
Yeah, aliens and shit.
You'll think for yourself when you stop letting others think for you.
Wow.
All right.
Hey, Big
I
Ed
knew you-
Smith, if you want to see what your picture would look like on receipt paper.
Wow.
Thank you for
that's
the
before,
sub.
That's before the gray came in.
That's your profile picture of your. That's
Yes,
how
it
it pulls
is.
it. Thank you for
Yes,
the
it
tier
is.
1 sub. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
That was
No
10
problem.
years ago, right, Big Ed?
That was
2 years
5 years
ago.
About 5 years ago.
5
4 or
years
5
ago.
years. This just started changing, man. It's just the freckles are like I'm getting more freckles now, and then
Embrace it, bro.
I know.
Carlson, who popped in earlier on our stream. Try? No. Do or do not. There is no try.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Try? No. Do or do not. There is no try. So that just means to try, I guess.
Who remembers those modems?
I do.
I had a 1200 baud modem with the phone
Yep.
coupler. You had to take the phone and put the phone inside.
My dad used to get so pissed off because every time he called, the phone line was busy.
Yeah, I same thing. What happened to that? I didn't have like a welcome goodbye sound on there.
You've got
too?
mail.
There you go. That's when we get mail. Yeah, I'm in IT as well, Big Ed Smith, so I definitely remember the early days of messing around with phone line communication and phone. I was actually that's a good sound for phone freaking. Back in the day, it was a big deal. So,
do you remember Jolly Roger's cookbook?
I never owned a copy of it. I do know exactly what you're talking about, but I
You
did
could
not
have
own a
some
copy.
viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
You could have downloaded it from my BBS back in the day. I had my own BBS.
Oh boy,
We're not going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna
not.
just-
The FBI is watching. The FBI is watching.
Just keep going.
uh,
keep going.
James Hollenbeck, put your unhappiness aside. Life is beautiful. Be happy.
All
That's
right.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I like
9
that.
years of marriage, man. Hey.
Short stuff. Stop searching forever. Happiness is next to you. Are you next to Studious Fool again? I think she's next to Studious Fool.
That's nice.
She's probably napping.
Last one from Short Stuff. Your dynamic eyes have attracted a secret admirer who's also sitting next to you. Who's also sitting next to you.
Yeah, that's right, Jimbo. Fix it up.
There we go. That was our fortune cookies. I have two that I'm tempted for the winner. It's either James with the put your unhappiness aside, life is beautiful, be happy, or Blitzen, don't find fault, find a remedy.
Go ahead and find the remedy.
Okay. I'll throw that one on the Discord under mental health section. Of course, I'll put the links up in chat. There you go. Links are in the chat, so make sure you guys hit the follow on all of those social media accounts, and including Big Ed Smith's Twitch page, because he's DJ streaming. When's your next stream, Big Ed Smith?
Probably tomorrow evening.
So tomorrow evening, open a bottle of wine, turn on Twitch, and put on Big Ed Smith. He's streaming right
About
there.
8,
There's
about 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
8 o'clock Central. Check out Big Ed Smith. I'll probably be in there if I don't go to karaoke night, because that's always good people watching, of course.
Good pizza, good drinks, good food.
You should do a live stream from the karaoke place.
I agree.
I've tried. It doesn't.
Does it come across the
work.
same?
Nah, it doesn't come off the same. Like, maybe if I can convince like the host to like give me the aux cord, plug it into my phone or something, so you can like hear. But it's just you hear like banging and like drinks banging together, like, you know what I mean? People talk. It just doesn't.
I'm so glad you clarified they were drinks. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, karaoke, of course. Yeah. Big Ed Smith, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. Thank you. We'll catch you guys.
Always appreciate it, Big Ed.
All right.
We'll catch you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Twitch.tv/Big Ed Smith.
All right, guys.
Have
a good one.
You too.
Later, bud.
That's awesome. Big Ed Smith is a homie for sure. Thank you for coming on. I'm going to talk a little bit more next week about the charity once I get it going. I think it'll be a great cause to get behind, help the first responder. Nice. As I'm talking about a charity, you're burping your ass off over here.
No, shout out to that charity medic talked about. That was great. Good suggestion.
We're going to get a little more into it. I have some voiceover work. I have some overlays. I have some cool stuff. We can give away prizes, stuff like that. So we're going to get it going here coming next month. And another programming note is I am still not going to be able to stream on the 4th of August. So in 2 weeks, I'm still not going to be able to stream.
So who's covering for you that day?
Don't know yet. I know I've asked Scuba. I know I've asked Studious. I think it should be your call. Who do you want to fill my shoes? Who do you
I
want
a
to
bunch of people to join.
Then do a community show. I mean, I might be able to come in on my
Jimbo
phone.
and James show. I like it.
I can even like do overlays and cool graphics for you and stuff. Just let me know what you're thinking, and we can get it done. But I know I'll be up in the UP of Michigan during that time. I'm able to do the next Friday's show before I leave. I leave on Sunday, so I'll be able to do Friday's show.
We're not going to talk about aliens, by the way. Maybe that day we'll do like a solid red pill stream.
There you go. It's your show, and when I get back from my vacation, I will edit the show up and throw it onto our YouTube and all that. I'll take care of all. Like, I'll be home the 5th. I'll be home the next day. I just won't be here that day.
You know what? Maybe that stream, like I can get all the girls on and get a bunch of guys on, and
There
then
you
we'll
go.
just ask questions.
There, you can do cross examinations.
Yeah, that will be the show. That will be the
Okay.
show. That will be the
Okay.
show. That way you won't be there, and maybe I could Maybe I could be the moderator.
There you go. That show will be your show again. That's the 4th, and we're gonna get the charity stuff up. I know Scuba McGruber's channel already has it up. My channel has it up. We'll get James' channel up here shortly. But anything else for our final thoughts?
Great show. I'm glad to be drinking. I'm glad to be back. I feel like this is like
said
our
at the beginning
welcome
of the
back.
show. I said at the beginning of the show I wasn't gonna drink, and then you guys had me pour rum into my freaking pineapple, Pepsi that I almost puked from. But this is I've only had one beer. I still have an unopened warm beer sitting next to me. So I'm taking it easy.
If it was an Uber, you would have puked in it.
Probably. My eyes, did you see my eyes? They were watering when I came back.
No.
Pineapple Pepsi. We tested it earlier on our show, Big Ed Smith, and it was actually pretty good.
That and the beef jerky.
Was. Beef jerky, which I'm still eating over here.
Spicy sweet chili.
It's actually really good. As I eat more of it.
That's what it is. It's the mango Pepsi. That's what I had. Not the peach Pepsi, the mango Pepsi. It's really good.
Sense.
It's really good.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right.
Closing
let's send
time.
them. Let's send them on their way. I'm gonna kill Rumble right now before we go into the closing time mode. I'll see you guys later. Rumble, thanks for watching, and a huge shout out to Tiger Dave for correcting our audio. Thank you very much. I was fixing that behind the scenes while you guys were talking, so thank you, Tiger Dave.
Tiger Dave.
All right. You ready, guys?
Closing time.
Are we gonna raid anybody, or what are we doing?
You can raid. I don't care. Pick a person. Pick your poison.
All right, let's see who we got. Who do we got?
I'm kind of hungry.
Because you're hearing me chew right now.
Yeah, probably.
Classic rock, okay?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, let's go to DJ6.
DJ6.
We've rated him before. He's an amazing guy.
And we're gonna rate him again.
He's a homie for sure. We're friends on Facebook. If I could remember how to raid.
Hit the raid button.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
You do it in chat. I do it in chat.
Oh, okay. I don't. I hit the button.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
It didn't like that.
Oh, then hit the button.
I don't have the button.
Oh, then I don't know.
Oh, wait. I got it.
Okay, he's got it.
I did it wrong.
He's got it.
I spelled it wrong.
How do you spell raid wrong?
I spelled his 6 wrong. I put S-I. It's S-Y.
Oh, my God.
All right, we're starting the raid. We're headed over to DJ6 with his party crew.
Because he spelled 6 wrong.
Because I spelled 6 wrong. Don't tell Don that. All right, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you.
Closing time.